You need a time period too?
Yeah.
Like, you need, like...
Sure. You don't have to. I think a time period could be optional, but like a year.
Oh,
or do the year first.
The 1975 Mississippi mudslide.
There you go. Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. I
got
that.
one. The 1935 Wisconsin whiteout.
Wow.
And we have the medieval times cups that we're drinking them out of.
Right.
Can we get a sponsor from one of the three?
One of the three. Medieval times.
Overlooked.
I think medieval times would be the best sponsorship. Just saying. I don't know why. Maybe we could go and like.
Cable guy?
Maybe it has to do with that. Maybe I just want to go there and fight with some swords. Reenact the scene. You know?
Yeah, they just let us play.
God,
yeah. Beautiful.
One
beautiful thing.
cock push it.
Uno.
One's all you need.
One's all you need.
Deactivate a laser with my dick.
Come on, helmet head. I love that part. It's so good. It's so good.
You were one of the last people that I knew that had DirecTV.
I still have DirecTV.
Ah!
Yeah.
You're one of the last people that has DirecTV.
That's how it's got to be. You just got to go around saying, Mr. Bracant, right?
Yeah,
Bracant.
And then
Yeah,
finally,
cool.
when you give him the lube.
Well, what's your name? Lewis.
Oh.
Louis Bracant. Lou Bracant. You fucking cock, motherfucker. You got me.
I always thought we should have captain hats. And wear
That
captain
too.
hats for no reason.
Hold on. Even better. You guys have the sailor's uniform
Yeah.
with your names on them,
Yes.
right? So you got
Like full on white.
Mr. Bracant and Mr. Curls. And
And
people
then
are
be
like, oh, what's that? And you'll be like, oh, I'm Lewis.
we gotta
Louis
carry him around in
Bracant
that briefcase and we have to put him on every time we
Hold on,
start
you're
a show.
Gerald Curls
Gerald Curls.
and Louis Bracant. And
Yeah.
if people can't figure that out, fuck them.
Yeah.
We're going deep for these fucking giggles now. At this
That's what it's
point.
because that one guy that goes Louis Bracant, huh? Lubricant? What the fuck? Yes, like you want that guy. Welcome to the Decision Room Movie Review Podcast, where we try and fail to review movies of today and yesterday. This week, we're looking at The Cable Guys, picked by me, your host, Steve, but special guest on, we have Sean.
Do you got applause on there? We gotta get this together. Hey!
So, Sean, you haven't been on this podcast in a while. The last episode you were here, you famously spilled beer all over my floor out there in the other studio.
Yes.
Because
If
we're
he
calling
can-
that a studio.
Yes.
If he can spill something, he'll
Yeah.
he'll spill it.
He already has.
I
Yeah,
can.
let's,
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what
Yeah.
it is or when it is.
It's going to happen.
Do you do it at home or is it just when you're out with other people?
I do it like once a month.
At home?
Wherever.
Oh,
It
okay.
just
Have you had your
happenstance.
quota this month? I know it's early in April.
No.
No,
Probably not.
so
It's
you're
probably-
due.
I'm due for a spill. I'm due for a spill.
We got an
I
Edward
know.
40 hands everything he drinks.
I know.
Duct tape that shit.
He would just still go, so guys, what's the time? Shit.
I also I talk with my hands a lot. I'm not Italian, but I talk with my hands a lot. So
Yeah.
if I do that, sometimes there's
that
a
an
drink that
Italian
goes like
thing?
that. It just gets swapped. It just
thought-
gets
Okay.
swapped.
I thought you were
It's
just excited.
He's an exciting guy.
He's
He's
excited.
excited.
Yeah, mostly,
Often.
yeah.
Are you excited about the movie we're doing today?
Yeah, actually, I watched it last night. I rewatched it. It's been a minute,
Sure.
but a lot of it, I actually like it way more as an adult than I did when I was 10 years old. Because when I was 10 years old, I was like, I didn't get it.
And I think that's why this movie has somewhat of a bad rap. Or not a bad rap, but like it's not as revered as some of his
Yeah.
other comedies around this time because people are like, I didn't get it, or I thought it was just too different and it wasn't a Jim Carrey movie. Because people were expecting
Right,
Ace Ventura, Dumb and Dumber, whatever, and all of a sudden he's not the main character.
right,
He's not a Jim Carrey character. This is a dark comedy. You know what I
right,
mean?
right,
Like,
right.
yeah, it's funny and he's being funny, but he's also kind of scary.
Yes.
Think about it. Like,
Yeah.
his whole character, he is a stalker. He doesn't work for the cable company, which has more questions for me, right? Like,
Right.
if we want to get deep, let's get deep here. Matthew Broderick's character calls the cable company and he's waiting around for hours, right?
Yeah.
So did he actually call the cable company or did the cable guy
I was thinking the same
intercept
thing.
it, right? And then
Whoa.
make him wait for it and then waited around until he was in the shower, then knocked on his door to, do the whole spiel he does.
That's right, because he was like, "Oh, this is the Peterson's place or whatever." And
Yeah.
like, he talks about cleaning up from the.
I see they clean the floors.
He's cleaning the floors.
Why? What happened? They had cats.
They had cats. So I wonder if like that person moved out and that was like always his target.
Maybe.
Like he just goes around and anybody in that building he tries to get.
Right, because also you don't really see him do this to anybody else in the movie, minus the last 5 seconds where he's, you gonna be okay, buddy. Buddy.
Clearly manic.
Yeah.
There's no way his back is not fucked 6 ways from Sunday at that point, too.
Yeah,
like,
no, not at all.
I mean, that was what? 100-foot drop?
Yeah.
And landing on the little bit that he landed on. Oof.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yo,
It's
cool that you can get fucking free TV from the cable guy back in the day. He can just program that shit.
That was. I actually remember that because we had some neighbors that had those boxes.
Mm-hmm.
I remember like if you had a neighbor that had that special box, or like they got the Playboy channels and stuff like that, the Unscrambler or whatever.
Well,
did you guys just like try to get it just right?
Mm-hmm.
Just you all of a sudden see a nipple,
that's a
you're
nip.
like,
That's a nip.
"Hey!"
Oh yeah.
We got one.
Yeah. I as a teenager,
Young man.
there was probably at least 30 minutes to an hour spent on a weekend trying to just
Scramble.
There was one time I specifically remember it came in perfect for like 30 seconds. It like unscrambled.
Ooh.
And like it was like a chick walking down a hill or something
They
like
did that on purpose. They're like, all right, he's watching. Get him.
Sean was locked in.
I was
too.
locked in.
Yeah, he's
I
not,
was,
he's not coming back
I
from
was
that.
locked in, and then it scrambled again.
Nothing but
But
bush.
I bet you waited and watched for another like hour just for another unscrambled little mess of 5 seconds.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't
he
remember.
was there the rest of the day.
Well, unless he spilt something afterwards, because
Straight- Straight like young cable guy, just sitting there,
Yeah.
twisted it, turned it channel.
Yeah.
What about you? Look like a National Geographic cat too.
Oh yeah. We had Nat Geo growing up.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's great magazine. Huge fan.
Jesus Christ. Before the reels do fall off completely, please check us out on our social media pages at The Decision Reel, wherever you get your social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, or X. Find us on our website, www.thedecisionreel.com. You can find some merch there. I know Sean has a couple T-shirts he bought. He wears them all the time.
I do.
Nuts,
Yeah.
butts, and coconuts.
That's the one. Find it there. You can get 10% off with the code REEL10, REEL10, on your merch.
I like it.
Wow.
Wow.
Did you have merch last time I was here? Is that new?
He's had merch.
We've had merch for a while. I don't know if we had it back then. So we did. You were on for the Spaceballs episode. I think we were
Yes.
in the episode like 90s then.
Yeah.
We are now on episode 165. So it's been a little bit.
Wow.
Actually, it might have been even before that. It might have been maybe 60s.
Yeah.
Something
Really?
like that. I could probably find out real quick. But yeah, it's been a minute. We also had Greg was on, you guys' lead singer from your band. Well, why don't you talk about your band for a second?
No, I'm tired of
Plug
those
your fucking band.
motherfuckers. All,
Yeah.
Plug your band.
Boo.
No, Hydro
Boo.
Effects. All buddies. All good pals.
All
this
buds.
this
Yeah.
is a good pal right here. You're a
Mhm.
good pal. 2 other good pals in the band.
Yeah.
We got Greg. We got fucking Justin.
Yep.
Steve's got a band too.
I do. I hate it. Do you have any room for any other type of like percussionist? Maybe like Slipknot. I'll come in and we can do some like.
Isn't
Stuff.
that Godsmack? Not Godsmack, but Lamb of God. Godsmack that have the hand percussionist and the dude playing drums.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
do that. I'll bring some bongos out. I don't care.
Yeah.
Give me $50. Slip
So
me.
just get me out of here.
Yeah, slip me a 20. It's fine. Spaceballs was episode 80, by the way.
Okay.
So yeah, if you guys want to go back and check that out, that was August 4th, 2022.
I was here. We did the Ernest episode.
Oh, we did, didn't we?
We did with the
Oh,
Miak.
I completely forgot.
We
yeah,
did.
no, we did that
The
too. So that would have been
Bavarian Miak.
the Bavarian Miak.
That'd have been like Halloween. It was
That would have been last year Halloween. You're right.
October.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Has
take it back.
anyone tried to pull
Yeah.
the maneuver yet?
The Bavarian Miak.
Yeah, has anyone tried to lay that one down?
My back would not let me do that. Let's see. I'll pull
No.
my back out on the Bavarian Miak.
I didn't do the Miak, but I did do a Nebraska taco.
Nebraska taco. What about a functioning Arizona? Did you ever try that one?
I'm kind of I'm curious. Explain this move for me.
No, I don't know. It's probably something with your cheeks spread. I don't know. And you can just use your imagination.
All right, remember, we have rules for this. So place,
Yeah, it's usually a place.
national disaster, and then a time period.
Yeah.
Off the top of your head, one of you go. Place,
I know he's got
disaster, time period.
Mississippi mudslide. Wait, Mississippi? Oh, wait, you need a time period too?
Yeah.
Like, you need, like-
Sure. You don't have to. I think a time period could be optional.
Yeah.
But like a year.
Oh,
Or do the year first.
the
Do the- yeah.
1975 Mississippi mudslide.
There you go. Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. I like
I
that.
got one. The 1935 Wisconsin whiteout.
Wow.
Sorry, I had to go because you went
really good.
MM. I went
Yeah.
WW in
Yeah,
my
yeah.
head. I was like, what goes
Yeah.
with Wisconsin?
It's flawless.
Yeah.
It's a flawless
Wisconsin
victory.
whiteout.
The 1915 Bavarian bee sting. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Beasting. Oh.
Like bee
Yeah.
sting?
Yeah, maybe. Or Bavarian. No, I don't want to say that.
Nope, keep going.
I was going to say butt something, but I don't want to.
Uh-oh.
Oh, speaking
Bavarian
of, before we do get going,
we want to.
Steve brought some special drinks, and I mixed them with something else.
We're doing stuff here.
So we have Arizona hard iced tea. I think is what, peach.
Yeah, peach flavor.
Peach, right? But
But
he brought out the big guns.
we're
Local
big guns.
Southern Distillery.
Southern Trail.
Southern
Sippers.
Trail.
Southern Trail.
Right? Is this the peach?
That's the Southern Sipper. That's
Spiced
the
pear.
Spiced pear within the pear. Sorry, the peach hard Arizona iced tea.
We mixed them together, so we're flying high.
And we have the medieval times cups that we're drinking them out of.
Right.
Can we get a sponsor from one of the three?
One of the three.
No
Medieval
detail
times.
overlooked.
I think medieval times would be the best sponsorship. Just saying. I don't know why. Maybe we could go and like.
Cable guy?
Maybe it has to do with that. Maybe I just want to go there and fight with some swords. Reenact the scene. You know.
Yeah, they just let us play.
God, I
he
feel like-
seems pretty serious.
Medieval times was pretty big in the 90s too, and I feel like it kind of dropped off. I know it's still around, but
Yeah.
I remember like it had its heyday. Like Chuck E. Cheese too. Chuck E. Cheese was like so big, and then
Oh,
it
yeah.
kind of just I was like, Nyeh.
It's gone.
Yeah.
No, medieval times still going pretty strong.
Have you been
He
recently?
goes
I'll-
once a year.
I'm keeping that place
Easy.
open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, I'm going to medieval. I'm like, if I can, I will.
Yeah.
I think we had a birthday
we went.
there.
Yeah, we went for my
Yeah.
birthday a couple years. Was it right after COVID? I think it was like right when everything was opening
It
back
was, it was a
up.
hot minute ago.
Yeah, and then I went this year, maybe like January or something like that. So
you really
yeah.
do. You,
So he's like,
you
oh.
go quarterly. You have to get your flaget veil.
I like jousting. What can I
Whoa,
say?
whoa, whoa,
It's
whoa, watch your
Maryland's
language.
national.
Flaget veil.
Jousting is Maryland's national sport. I got to support what's going on.
Have you seen
Really?
modern jousting?
Yeah.
Where they put the little nail at the end of the stick and you have to put it through the loop?
Oh, they do that too at medieval times. Well, they do the loop, and you got to go through it with the
Yeah.
joust or the
So
lance.
that's Maryland's national,
Another last.
Maryland's national sport. Did you guys know that?
I literally just said that.
Oh, sorry.
I like how you said Maryland's national sport. I don't think it's national.
I don't think it
it's
is
just
either.
state.
Maryland's state sport.
You said national. You're like, it's the national of Maryland, but it's the state. It's
Yo,
the state of the
Southern
nation.
Distillers-
Nationalistic.
Sponsor us.
Sorry, yeah, the Southern Sippers got us sipping Southern.
Southern Sipper. Brought to you by Southern Sippers. Southern Sippers. Come
See?
on, get it some.
That's why you want to sponsor us, Southern Trail Distillery. We can have Sean just singing your
Sangin'.
Yeah.
Southern wise, a nice little commercial for you.
I know.
Who wouldn't want that?
I
Free
would.
publicity.
Yo,
for you.
about this movie too,
Yes.
I had forgotten all the people. Like Owen Wilson.
Oh, man.
completely forgot was in
he
this
shows
movie.
up. I went,
Yeah.
wow.
You shut the fuck up.
I didn't realize this was like early Jack Black. I mean, this was
Yeah,
early,
young
early
he is.
Jack
Skinny
Black.
Jack Black.
Skinny Jack
I
Black.
also want
young
to say
Jack
this:
Black. Yeah.
Tenacious D is in this movie.
They are.
Yeah. So at the end, Kyle Gass is the guy who picks the book up after
yeah.
it goes off. And I never thought about it before, right? Because at the time they are filming the show for HBO, right?
Yes.
Their show.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I want to say I figured this out the last time I watched this was maybe 5-ish years ago. And I remember going, these dudes have been everywhere. Did it just take forever for someone to go, you know what?
This is
like,
legit.
Yeah, I like what these guys are doing. Let's give them the green light. Or was
Yeah.
they were just always there?
I think they spent a few years in Hollywood, kind of just going back and forth between small stuff, and then eventually, the early 2000s.
So
when,
what?
Well, you got
What
a friend
sparked-
who's gonna give you, a good, hey,
Yeah.
I'll give you the rub, or hey, come be in this. Because I feel like Ben Stiller was the one who was like, yo,
But
come
without
on.
without Jack Black's fucking publicity from being an actor, I don't think we have Tenacious D as is. And if maybe we
hold up.
discovered it later.
I'm gonna say the show was like their first kind of thing. Like
Yeah.
it was in the early mid '90s when that show was kind of
But
on
don't you
HBO.
get the vibe that his personality pulled that shit out?
Oh yeah, I mean Kyle
know what I'm
Gass is
saying?
literally just there.
Yeah.
He's
But in the
hilarious
best
and
way.
good. Right, in
Yeah.
the best way. It's Jack Black in his dynamic that makes
yeah.
makes him to knock. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Perfect.
I have ass
Butt
tattoo
tattoos.
too. Yeah.
Butt tattoo.
Yeah.
Oh,
This
God
guy
damn
could
it.
probably sing the whole album.
Which one?
The first one. The first one. I mean, the rest of them, the other ones are pretty good. Pick of Destiny is good, and then there's
The Phoenix
I've got
one
the
or
bit.
whatever.
But to me, that
Destiny.
first album was just
Pretty good.
magic.
Gold.
That was just gold. That's
I
like
think my favorite song is the drive-through song
yes,
when they're just like one
seasoned
curls. Or no, one junior bacon cheese.
cheeseburger. Yeah,
I'm trying to watch my figure.
yeah.
That's hilarious.
That's a great. I love that whole bit. It's killer.
I remember that moment in time the movie came out. And I took a trip to Florida
Oh,
to skateboard.
oh,
And I was skateboarding through Jacksonville on a Thanksgiving weekend. And I went past a movie theater and
Sure.
they had it up. I was like, oh, let's go see that.
Oh, yeah.
And that's where I saw it.
Great
Tenacious
idea.
D. Yeah, yeah. It's beautiful.
One
It's a beautiful thing.
cock push-up.
Uno.
One's all you need.
One's all you-
Deactivate a laser with my dick.
Come on, helmet head. I love that part. It's so good. It's so good. Speaking of, did you know there is a skate park in La Plata? Right there, like in Waldorf, kind of. Like right on the cusp
there's-
there. It's right next to the golf course. I did not know it was there.
Oh, White Plains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not know that was
The picture of me winning that my mom put on the fridge.
there. That was there?
That was at White Plains. Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
So I got out-
Shredding.
Yes.
Old long-haired
Yeah.
Walter fucking shit up.
Shredding.
I
Hey.
left
Shredded like
that
Julian
competition, left
Never-
early,
And done.
won, had
Oh.
no idea. Some kid took my board, said it was give it to me, never got it back.
Let's hunt that bitch down.
Damn. 20 years later, you
But
got
I had an article in the newspaper with some stupid dumb shit that young me said.
Of course.
But yeah, it was dope. Back in the day.
Which was a Wednesday.
Yeah.
Anyways, talking about the cable guy, the plot.
Cable guy.
A designer makes a grievous mistake when he rejects the friendship of a borderline cable guy. I don't like that that description.
Synopsis?
Of this.
borderline. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I
There's
mean,
definitely borderline something.
yeah.
Borderline crazy. Yeah.
Maybe they're missing a word there, but that is the official IMDb plot.
What do we think is wrong with him?
A little bit of autism,
Yeah,
a
something in there.
little bit of
Maybe.
manic depression, a little bit.
I think a lot of this was
ADD.
like undeveloped social skills.
Yeah,
too.
he's definitely abandoned.
Completely inept. Yeah.
His parents left him from the TV. Like he's abandoned, and
He learned
just
everything
wants to
from the
belong.
TV, right?
You know what's weird? Every one of us knows a cable guy in our friend group, though. That one guy.
That shows cable guy trait.
that-
I was
yes.
gonna say, it's like, I
Everyone-
don't know a cable.
Everyone
guy.
went. Everyone went
No
to
one
high
has
school,
cable.
but like,
Who's-
no, like everyone like went to
let's
high
just-
school with that guy, right?
It's me.
No. I was like to say, let's play the Discover game, and who's the cable guy in your group?
You know, like they're like just really like they really want to hang out. They're just like, hey man, let's go do this and let's go that.
Right.
And you're like, I don't. You're kind of weird.
Right. I'll pick you up tomorrow, and
Yeah.
then runs away.
Yeah, and then
Randall.
you're like, oh snap! Shout out Randall, what's up, buddy?
All right.
You may be onto something.
All right.
Anyways,
That's what I like about them high school girls.
Oh God.
I get older. They stay the same age.
So fucked up now that you really think about it.
Yeah, it was fucked up when I didn't
Yeah.
have to think about it.
Yeah.
Well, when I was a kid watching that movie, I never went, well, yeah, I'm not even in high school, so all right.
I know.
Concept of time.
I know it's crazy.
Sean maybe listened to one of his audiobooks on the way back from a 6-hour gig or something like that.
I did.
That guy's a wordsmith.
Yeah. If you want to go full circle, have you seen the Jim Carrey commercial of him driving the car, parodying
Matthew
Being
McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey?
No.
It's perfect.
There's a Jim Carrey.
Yeah, it was a
doing
Super Bowl commercial, I think. And dude,
Yeah.
he is Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
Like,
After
perfect.
this movie, after I watched it today, a commercial came up from him to I think the Oscars, where he's dressed up as a hippie.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, no,
bit.
I think it
He's
was
like-
the VMAs or something.
Yeah, maybe that's what
Fog
it is.
hat.
He's like, there's all beautiful women here.
Yeah.
A lot of nice pussy. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, Jesus, not Jim Carrey. My heart hurt a little bit.
He goes. I love it. He goes up. And he's like, "Peace, man, peace." And like he's so funny. I just
He
love
does it everywhere, too.
I do remember that because I remember he's like, it'd be great if they had a little fog hat in here.
Yeah.
Because it was the Video Music Awards, I think, in like the 90s.
Yeah.
And obviously, who was big then? Probably Destiny's Child and
Probably.
Eminem and
Right.
Probably.
Right.
Blink-182. So
Slow ride.
got to get some fog hat in
Take
here.
it easy.
So I was thinking about this too.
Slow
Like
ride.
going back to the movie, I was thinking about how
Take it easy.
so like Jim Carrey did this role, which is kind of like not a comedy role. It's like a different type of role,
Sure,
right?
yeah.
And then I looked it up because then I think 2 years later or 3 years he does Man on the Moon.
Mm-hmm. which
Andy
is
Kaufman.
one of my favorite Jim
So,
Carrey movies.
biopic?
Yeah.
Well, just in general, Jim Carrey, but also biopic. You could say just because
Ish.
it's so out there,
Right.
but then also like so is Andy Kaufman. But then, do you think again? There's a lot of stuff out there of this is how it was, but do you think it was like that? You know what I mean? Like the ending of that movie is so ambiguous because is he dead? Right? Because the character that he was portraying, I can't remember his name. Was like rah, rah, motherfucker, the guy that was he's wear the fat suit for.
Oh, right.
He shows back up after Andy Kaufman's dead. So it's like, how could that guy? And this really happened, you know, in real life, where that dude just showed up doing stuff comedy wise later. So it's like, did Andy Kaufman really die? Because he was that type of comedian who would go for that type of joke. You know what I mean?
Wait a minute. So that actually that guy guy with the cummerbund and stuff like that, or whatever.
Yeah.
What a fun word, cummerbund.
Cumberbund.
No, you got to sing that with the Bush song.
Cummerbund, rather than like glycerin.
Yeah.
Cummerbund.
All right, anyways, what, go ahead.
I lost track.
Tony Clifton.
Tony Clifton. Yeah.
That's what his name. Tony Clifton.
Okay.
Tony
Was
Clifton
it-
here.
Was
Tony
this,
Clifton.
was this Jim's first he did a couple movies before this after Living
Oh, absolutely.
Color?
This is
What
this
movies were before this?
Ace Ventura.
Both Ace Ventura.
Both Ace
Oh, so Cable
Venturas.
Guy was later.
Oh,
For some
yeah.
reason, I was under
Dumb and
assumption
Dumber?
Cable
So
Guy
this
was
is
earlier.
this is right after these though.
Yeah.
So that's why people are expecting.
He just blew up.
well,
Done
he
movies
was
on the spot.
Well, this is him at his peak,
okay.
Yeah.
and he took this
Okay.
role, and people were expecting.
Like I always thought
The same
this
stuff.
was before.
No.
No.
Yeah, I thought this was
This
before
is
all
like
of
that.
them. Now that I
This
think
is like
about
that
it,
middle career move. This
Yeah.
is like that 1 hour
To me-
photo Robin Williams thing where he just goes off and just something
Which is
weird.
a great movie.
Yeah.
I think of his like later, like Me, Myself, and Irene being more modern, and then I
Mhm.
always thought Cable Guy was at the
The beginning.
beginning.
No,
Yeah,
no,
so
no.
it turns out Cable Guy is somewhere in the middle. Apparently, All
Dude,
right,
I
yeah.
love Jim Carrey. You want to talk about like a year that Jim Carrey had in January? I think of '94. Dumb and Dumber. I might have this mixed up. January of '94, I think Dumb and Dumber came out. September is when Ace Ventura came out. So in 1994, like 6
Well,
months apart.
He had 3 movies that were number 1 in '94. That he was literally he was the shit in that, and he came out of nowhere. That was the thing. Like
yeah.
no one knew that this guy was going to be big. So you do those 3 movies, and all of a sudden he's the biggest guy.
Wait, what
going.
are the 3?
The Mask.
The Mask. Oh, I forgot the Mask. Yeah,
The Mask, Ace
Ventura.
Ventura, and Dumb and Dumber. They all
Oh,
came
yeah.
out the same year, and you're like, holy fucking shit, dude.
Yeah.
Is he Canadian?
He's Canadian.
Yeah, bud.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Fucking
bud.
right there.
I think I watched a documentary. He was saying how his, I don't know if it was mom, but he'd get dropped off at like comedy shows and just sleep.
Yeah.
Like sleep there.
So what's kind of weird with this movie is his childhood was sort of like this, where growing up, hey, watch TV. We're busy. So that's where he got all of his stuff from, and how he's so crazy and out there. Also, he would
Malleable face I've ever seen.
well, so he would go and sit in front of the
Impressions.
mirror and just do it for hours and try
Right.
to get everything and all those muscles working and everything as a child. And because of that, now look at that shit.
This guy, he's got a bunch.
Can you
of
do
them.
the Clint Eastwood though?
I don't think he's tried.
Yeah, see, it's hard, right? That's the shit face.
Oh,
I'm
it's
taking
De
a
Niro
shit.
now.
That's De Niro. Yeah.
It's like
Come
Clint
on,
Eastwood.
Niro.
De Niro's like
Tell me, ask me,
De Niro.
ask me if I want to milk your nipples. I mean, that's the
You
face.
want to milk my nipple?
I got nipples. Great,
I
can
got
you milk
nipples
me?
too, great.
Technically, everything with nipples, you could milk. You know.
I don't think
Came
so.
up to a saucer and
I
you know,
think
just
Saucier.
Geppetto.
Actually,
We
it
named
was
him
kinda like-
Geppetto.
He's going for it still.
He still got it.
no, that's like steel Magnum or whatever, Magnum Steel.
Steel magnolias.
Steel. I was singing Zoolander.
He's so funny. Sean loves.
Magnum.
I think
Yeah,
Sean loves
baby!
being on
Sorry.
camera.
You know what's
Hey man, do you?
You know what's really funny?
Yes.
Actually, if you ever, I know neither of you actually have this moment, but I've done that. I've been in the mirror
Don't
making
assume.
weird faces in a public bathroom, and someone walks in. I'm like,
No,
I'm like,
own it.
I'm like
Own it.
yeah,
Yeah,
sitting there in the
just do
mirror,
that,
and,
yeah.
and I'm just like,
Have you guys reached the stage where you're just farting yet when you're using urinal? Have you reached that? Age?
I love it.
Oh, when
Yeah.
you're
Isn't
urinal
it great? Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah. With a kid, I was like, whatever. But
keep
now
it in.
I'm just like,
Yeah. Hey, sometimes when it rains, it thunders, baby. You know what I mean?
I'll say this: I know when I'm old, when I'm just doing what my dad's been doing for the last 40 years,
yeah.
just walking around. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm already,
It doesn't matter
doing it.
where you are or who you're talking to. You could be talking to the president of the United States. My dad would be like, "So what's going on?" Oh,
That Leslie Nielsen thing where he like kept a fart machine in his pocket
Yeah.
all the
Oh,
time.
That shtick is so funny.
There's a starting gun.
yeah.
He's like 75 at the time, whatever he's doing.
Dude,
He's-
fucking
Who's gonna say? No,
perfect.
who's gonna?
Leslie Nielsen
Yeah.
also was like permanently 70 for like 20 years. He was always looked like he was 70 because he had gray
Yes.
hair.
Yeah, it's the hair. Yeah, you're
Dude,
right.
that comedy is coming back. It is fucking hilarious.
I'm here for it.
Like all the Naked Guns are even better. I
Yes.
can't get over how funny that shit is. Minus the OJ stuff, but besides that, it's still
You didn't know at the
hilarious.
time. Come on, yeah.
Yeah.
How do you know? So, the Cable Guy, where to watch it? If you have AMC Plus, Philo, YouTube, Sling TV, Amazon, Google Play, Apple TV, and Fandango, you can watch it there.
Fandango.
Fandango at Home, I think is what it's called now. It's taking over Tubi TV or something like that. I don't know. There's like some merger going on. Who fucking cares?
Wow.
Maybe
No,
the
it's
Cable
me.
Guy. What?
No. You think
Yeah.
you think the Cable Guy is still a thing? It's not a thing.
No, it's not a thing. But I'm saying if he's still alive, he would care about this.
You were one of the last people that I knew that had DirecTV.
I still have DirecTV.
Ah!
You're one of the last people that has DirecTV. They're like,
I
Steve,
have it for certain things.
Direct-
Sports, obviously, now it's becoming more where you can just watch it wherever.
I've been watching fucking college basketball on HBO Max.
Yeah, me too.
Like the
but
fuck?
what I'm saying is, there's certain things I have it for. Still, I mean, you can get all these channels everywhere else now, probably. But
Yeah.
like, NASCAR and stuff like that, you got to watch
NASCAR.
on the old TV. Got to have the Direct TV still. Also, I get a good deal because AT&T and DirecTV are the same company now. So because of that, I get free, unlimited talk and text, unlimited data, and everything like that. And I get HBO for free because
Another
I'm
sponsorship.
Whatever. So
another sponsorship. There you
yeah,
go.
just trying. Yeah.
Shout out DirecTV.
Medieval Times, get that sponsorship.
Brought to you by Medieval Times, DirecTV.
Southern Trail and Arizona Hard Iced Tea.
So
We are
slaps.
brought to you by these things, by the way, because we're using them. What?
one
These
thing,
slap.
one thing that like
They
that
really good.
I know, right? It's like I know what I'm doing.
one thing that really hit hard in that movie though that I thought was really cool that
Which movie?
the movie we're talking about. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
the Cable Guy.
In the Cable Guy, the reason why we're here.
Yeah.
In the very intro scene when he talks about shopping online, he's like, "You can do anything. You can shop
Oh,
online."
yeah.
And then he's like, "You can play Mortal Kombat with a friend
In Vietnam.
in Vietnam or whatever." And that's like that was like 30 years ago, and it's like that's what we're doing now. And so it is kind of weird because that was the idea, and they wanted to do that. And like Amazon was around, but Amazon was like a baby then. Like Amazon was like
Amazon was nothing. Yeah.
nothing.
Did
Amazon
you know
was-
that in Amazon, the little arrow that's underneath, it goes from A to Z? Yeah. It's genius.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
I don't like things that sneak up on you until you realize, and you're like, motherfucker.
Jeffrey Bezos.
It was right there the whole time.
If damn Bezos, just out there just sucking on that Bezos titty.
Cable Guy was
He always
written
has his
by.
shirt off.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Cable Guy was written by Lou Holtz Jr. Sounds like a fucking musician.
Oh, lubricant.
Yeah, that's it. That's the
That's
other
what it was.
one.
Fuck.
I'm Lou. Lubricant.
Lubricant.
Mr. Lu-
Anyways.
wait.
Sorry.
Bricant,
ADD.
right? Mr.
Yeah.
Bricant.
Yeah, lubricant.
So, no, that's how it's got to be. You just got to go around saying, Mr. Bricant, right?
Yeah,
Bricant,
yeah.
Bricant.
And then
Yeah,
finally,
cool.
when you give him the lube,
Well, what's your name? Lewis.
oh,
Louis Bricant. Lubricant. You fucking cock, motherfucker. You got me. Yeah, perfect. That's how
we
you
need
do it.
aliases. I want to make business cards so bad with shit like
Okay,
that.
well, hold on. So you guys have your band, your little duo called the Motorboating Company, right? Or is
Yes.
it Motorboat
Dynamic.
Company?
It's just the motorboat company, but that's
Sometimes we do the motorboat in company.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're Louis Bricant and Jerry Wriggle.
Jerry Wiggle. Jerry Wiggle.
yeah. Yeah.
Super inconspicuous.
He should be Jerry Curls.
Ooh, I like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I always thought we should have captain hats and wear
That
captain hats
too.
for no reason.
Hold on. Even better, you guys have the sailor's uniform
Yeah.
with your names on them,
Yes.
right? So you got
Like full on white.
Mr. Bricant and Mr. Curls. And
And
people
then
are
be
like,
like,
oh, what's that? And you'll be like, oh, I'm Lewis.
we got to
Louis
carry him around in
Bricant
that briefcase and we have
Jared-
to put him on every time we
Hold on,
start
you're
a show.
Gerald Curls
Gerald Curls.
and Louis Bricant. And
Yeah.
if people can't figure that out, fuck them.
Yeah.
We're going deep for these fucking giggles now. At this
That's what it's
point.
because that one guy that goes, Louis Bricant, huh? Lubricant? What the fuck? Yes, like you want that guy.
Lubricant.
I know.
Yeah.
Lubricant.
Lubricant. The Cable Guy is directed by Ben Stiller.
That commercial that he was in, the brother murder thing, was hilarious.
Oh, that is funny.
Well, it's a subplot to the whole
Yeah,
movie,
yeah.
which also is genius because the end of the movie, what's the message, right? Everyone's tuning in all over the globe to see this verdict. And as soon as he hits, obviously it would just be, I guess, in that area, right?
Right,
It's affected.
When
Right.
did this come out? When did this movie come out?
No, we'll get there, but
Oh, sorry.
mid 90s. So those people
OJ
go,
stuff.
oh, well, what else can I do now that the TV's out? Because this has a hold on me, right? Well, I'm
Right.
going to read a book, which in reality is kind of the same thing when you think about it. Think about it.
Sure.
It's media that's consuming you. So instead of getting out and doing stuff.
Yeah.
Also, there's one thing I want to talk about here that really bugs me.
Grind your gears.
Books.
Not books.
Lube.
This giant, wet satellite dish, I don't think would just hold water.
Oh, yeah.
It depends on what it's facing.
Don't they build, like, drains
Holes in
them?
it? Yeah, I would think that it would be draining out.
I'm not a satellologist.
Satellologist.
I
That
don't think
sounds
any
like
of
you
us
ride
are.
horses.
know. Saddle up.
I don't know. The GoldenEye satellite came out of a lake.
I like how also he says Goldeneye. Dude, reminds me of Goldeneye. It's not a movie! Got a fucking staple gun.
Yeah, so good.
Hilarious.
Wait, GoldenEye's not a movie?
Whoa. Hold up.
No, in the movie, The Cable Guy, he
Oh.
references Goldeneye because
Yes.
they're on top of when he
Yeah,
falls
yeah.
off to die, and he talks about it being Goldeneye, and Matthew Broderick's character goes, "This is not a movie. This is real life."
Oh, yeah. He says, yeah. Yeah, that's right.
And
Yeah.
then the helicopter comes out because these guys are trespassing. Why would there be a helicopter when some dudes are just trespassing?
Yeah. I don't. There's a lot of weird parts of this movie.
I didn't even think
Oh,
about
Steven called the police.
Yeah, like why would the bathroom
Do you think
fight
they're pretty
be on
good?
Thank you.
I was
on
trying to...
public
I have
news?
a speech impediment, so
Yeah.
I can lean into it.
Dude gets ass beat at bathroom is literally the front news.
It's hilarious. It's hilarious. He beats the fuck out of Owen Wilson. Let's be real. That
Oh, yeah,
mustache
yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like how he gives the bathroom attendant a $1 bill,
Oh yeah.
and he's just like, and walks out.
Yeah, like that would do it. The guy's like, I don't care about my job.
Yeah. I mean, what's he getting paid to be fucking?
Yeah.
You guys have seen Deuce Bigelow, right?
Oh yeah. That's a
Oh, yeah.
huge bitch.
That's a huge.
That's a mega behemoth.
Yeah.
His dad being the bathroom attendant and like to upscale whatever, and he's just shoveling shit out of that one toilet, and they bring him the cake or whatever, and he just manhandles it and eats it.
Oh
Ah.
yeah.
That's seared
rough,
into
man.
my brain.
That's rough. Deuce Big that's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's hilarious fucking
Hey,
movie.
fishy.
Yeah.
It's a fucking-
They don't like that. They don't like that. I can anytime something's spicy, I will say spicy. Like he drinks his own fish.
Oh god.
Oh, man.
Yeah. That's coming up soon, by the way. We're gonna do
Deuce Big?
Deuce Bigelow.
That's a good one. I
The
like that.
second one, people shit on. It's got some really good ideas.
I think a lot of second movies, people can't get past the plot and just focus on some parts of the comedy. People bash the second Anchorman. Look, it's not as good as the first because how
No,
iconic
no,
it is, but there's some
Right,
funny fucking
Right.
moments in
Well,
there.
the scene
totally.
at the end when everybody shows up and then Jim
Yeah.
Carrey shows up
Exactly.
as the Canadian dude.
Yeah.
Hey there, hey, what are you guys doing? Are you all looking for a fucking fight there, bud? Like, come on.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. But what I was gonna say is Norm Macdonald in the second Deuce Bigelow is great. Talking about his mangina and like Portuguese breakfasts and stuff. It's hilarious.
Dude, he's one of the best.
Oh,
Yeah.
His timing, his shit that he does. What is that interview show that he had for a while?
the Norm Macdonald show.
Yeah, Norm Macdonald show. Hilarious. His assistant, how he's making fun of him all the time, was the best.
I like. He was on. I don't know if it was Conan. Yeah, it was Conan. He was on, and he does that moth joke. I don't know if you ever seen that. It's like a 5-minute long joke that literally the punchline he could have said in 30 seconds.
Right.
But because it's Norm Macdonald,
Right.
it's so genius. And then he says the punchline, and you're like, "That's the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life." But also, what the fuck, dude? You just wasted 5 minutes.
He did that with everything. That's his
Oh,
MO.
yeah,
That's his
it's great.
fucking MO with everything he did.
Everybody said the kindest thing or the best thing about Norm was he made comedians laugh. And that's
Yes.
hard to
Right.
do.
Right. Yeah.
Because he would say a joke and no one would laugh, but the two actual comedians are dying.
Yeah.
Right? And people, I don't get it. And those guys are just like amazing. Bow
Yeah.
down. So Anyways, back to Ben Stiller being the director of The Cable Guy.
The
Kind
fuck?
of weird, right?
Right.
This
Ben-
is directorial debut?
It's not. Ben Stiller's
Okay.
actually directed more than you think.
Really?
Really? Do I need to?
What is
Probably- I
earlier
should-
than
I
this?
probably-
I'm thinking.
Do
I know
tell.
I know older ones, but I don't know any earlier ones.
Directed films. Let's get a list here of. Well,
Scorcher.
Okay. Yes.
Scorcher 2.
Scorcher 2. Scorcher 6. When hell freezes over. Or whatever it is. Yeah.
Scorcher 7. I love when he's got the pandas on his chest.
Oh my god.
The 2 pandas, and then they're babies in the next one, and then they're back to pandas, or what? It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
I think the greatest opening to any movie is Tropic Thunder.
It's pretty good.
Absolutely.
It's
That's
pretty good.
That's hands down one of the best movies.
When you watch that for the first time, you're like, "What the fuck? What is this?" And then you
Yes.
see Downey's little thing where he's
Yeah.
like 2 monks or whatever.
Yeah,
the fuck it is. He's
Devil's
rubbing.
Alley.
Yeah, Devil's Alley. He's
2006
rubbing
best
Tobey
kiss.
Maguire's fucking
Yeah.
Mary
Yeah.
B.
2006 Best Kiss winner, Tobey Maguire, and Kurt Lazarus, and whatever the fuck it was. It's so good. Anyway,
Devil's
so he's directed Zoolander, The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, Tropic Thunder. I got a quick story about that.
Sure.
So, what's the guy's name? Danny McBride. He was interviewed the other day. I
go
watched this.
Tiger Monkey on these jungles nuts.
Something like that.
Is
Yeah,
that
when he,
what it says?
when he
Tiger
hits a
Bomb,
bone.
put
yeah.
Tiger Bomb on
Tiger-
this one. Yeah.
So, anyways,
Anyway.
the beginning of that movie when they're like blowing up all this shit and whatever, he's like, so Ben Stiller directed this movie, right? In the scene that we're trying to direct, I was there for like 3 weeks and waiting to like blow up this stuff. But because there was so much stuff happening, I was just standing around waiting for them to direct and do all this. The funny part is, Ben Stiller is playing a character in this movie who has his arms blown off. So at this point, he's playing a character that's playing a character with his arms blown off while also directing this movie with his arms
Just
blown
waving
off.
his fake arm.
So he's having to go around and tell people what to do with these fake fucking arms. He's like, it was the best thing I've ever seen. But also, what the fuck? He's like, I had an epiphany. Like, what the fuck are we doing right now?
Yeah.
I
But
can
also,
imagine
yeah,
Jack Black hanging from an airplane. Obviously not real Jack Black.
Yeah.
The Apocalypse Now. That was
Yeah,
that reference, right?
yeah, when he's trying to cry with Robert Downey Jr., and he's just like spitting. Like, it's so good. It's so good.
Oh man.
Anyways, he's also directed The Cable Guy, Zoolander 2, Reality Bites. Never seen Heat, Vision, and Jack, but he did that as well.
No
wait,
idea.
he directed Heat as in Heat the
No,
one.
no.
Heat, Vision, and Jack.
Oh, I thought you
that
said
looks
Heat.
like the biggest piece of
Heat
shit
is
movie I've ever
critically
seen.
acclaimed.
Yeah, I know.
If he did that,
I
I'd
was
be
like-
like, what the fuck?
Okay, this might be where we're getting fucking Jack Black from. Heat, Vision, and Jack is a 1999 American comedy science fiction television pilot created and written by Rob Schrab and Dan Harmon, directed by Ben Stiller, and starring Jack Black, Owen Wilson, and Ron Silver. The pilot was originally ordered by Fox, but ultimately did not order it to series. While the show was not picked up, the pilot became a cult classic and gained an online following. It looks
So Ben Stiller kind
ridiculous.
of got these guys moving a little bit too.
Yeah, wow. It's so Ben
Wow.
Stiller had these guys. Like,
Let me read this.
Wow.
Let me read
It's
this.
like
Jack Black is Jack
Wow.
Austin, a former astronaut.
Oh,
He was
Jack
exposed to any inappropriate levels of solar energy, giving him super intelligence. He appears to lose his intelligence at night, requiring only Earth normal levels of daylight to reactivate it. His catchphrases are, "I know everything and knowledge is power, for real." This sounds like an amazing show. Owen Wilson is Heat Vision, a talking motorcycle. That's all I need to know.
is it
What the
animated?
fuck?
No,
Dude,
this looks amazing.
I stared at the sun today during the eclipse, hoping I got superpowers today.
That's
You just
not-
lost some of your vision, didn't you?
Yeah.
I am gone vision.
I'm gonna have to find this fucking.
Did it only go to pilot?
You just made a pilot. And apparently, it's like
Okay.
fucking hilarious. Heat Vision and Jack. Well, Cable Guy is fuck.
Cable Guy.
A Cable Guy.
Sponsored
Cable
by
Guy.
Naval
Sponsored by-
Times.
Cable Guy is rated PG-13 for sexual situations, profanity, and every kind of innuendo. I've never seen that said before.
Every kind.
kind of innuendo.
It's not every.
It's not every, but
There's
definitely
there's
didn't-
too many.
They didn't get all of them.
well, how many kinds of innuendos are there? There's
Just make one
sexual.
Oh,
There's
okay. We're going gross.
gross. There's inappropriate.
Let's look it up. I'll look it
There's-
up.
I don't know. Because all I can think of is like,
This
okay,
is important to me.
There's only sexual innuendos, but there isn't.
You had innuendo, and then you had
Innuendo?
You had super innuendo, and you had innuendo 64. Okay, then you had innuendo we.
How do
Right?
you even spell innuendos? You guys are fucking with me by
Yeah,
saying
the innuendo GameCube.
Yeah, you can't. I bet you probably can't even spell innuendo.
No, my spelling is atrocious.
How do you think you spell innuendo?
INNUENDO.
You just read it.
Yeah, 100%.
Imagine being a non-English speaker, and I say, spell innuendo.
Yeah,
What?
It's every language.
there's like
every
every
language is like
yeah.
that, man.
yeah, yeah.
100%.
I
Spell Farfignugan. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna spell
yeah,
Farfignugan.
but if I spoke German, I probably would be like, oh yes, this is how you say it. Doc.
My favorite, there's like one where it's like merce, and it's like merce, and then they define merce in a bunch
Yeah,
of different
yeah, yeah.
languages, and it's a full functioning sentence. I'm like, okay, well,
Aaron
weird.
earned and earn or whatever. You see
Oh,
that
the
video?
Baltimore? It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
earn. Yeah, it's like how to know you're from Baltimore. Earn, and
That's not
earn.
how we sound, is it? No, it's Aaron earned and earned. So good. It's so good.
Aaron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goddamn Aaron. This movie is starring Jim Carrey as
man.
Ernie Chip Douglas, which I just understood that reference,
Allegedly.
allegedly, as the cable guy. Matthew Broderick as Stephen Kovacs.
Are you a Matthew Broderick fan?
I don't know.
I know you like Godzilla.
I love Godzilla,
Were you about to say that?
but
You like Godzilla,
the
The first one?
1998.
2000?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
right?
with
98.
Puff Daddy?
Is it 98?
Oh, maybe not.
P Diddy.
Oh, P. Diddy.
P Diddy wasn't in
Puff
there.
Daddy wasn't in Godzilla.
So the first Godzilla movie, they had that.
talking the song?
They had the song.
Oh,
it was like,
yeah,
Come
yeah.
with me. Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
Dude, summer like 98.
What happened to soundtracks, man?
Summer 98, I was blasting
right?
that. I was blasting that on my like little Walkman.
Yeah.
Just like walking around.
Can we talk about that real quick? About the Diddying? I know that was an accident.
Oh, let's go.
Who knows what he's doing?
What do you mean it was an accident?
No, he mentioning it
Oh,
was an
sorry. I was going
accident.
to say,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
don't just diddy your finger in
no,
someone's
no.
ass by
That's
accident.
what I was going to get at.
yeah,
It's a verb now. It's become a verb.
You think, hold on, you think he did that on purpose?
What? He wanted
That was the
it to
long
be-
game. Puff Daddy, because, I'm your daddy.
I-
And then P. Diddy, because I've been diddying these motherfuckers.
Old P. Diddy's been diddling.
You think? I think.
I love watching Cat Williams shit now because everyone thought he was a fucking whack job, right?
You can watch it from like 20 years ago.
Yeah,
And
he
you're like,
was saying
oh.
it. Yeah, he was saying it years and years ago that a lot of his stuff's coming to fruition. You're like, what the fuck? I was
Dude,
like, all right, so
my man's
now
a
what is he
soothsayer.
not? Is he fucking telling everything that's the truth? Because if you go back and watch all of it, some of it's so obscene.
Well, that's what, yeah. So you're like,
so I'm
what's.
like, fuck.
It's either all good, all real,
Yeah.
or he's just making some stuff up and just shooting from the hip, going like,
Wow.
this stuff could be
Instead
real.
of goosing people from now, you know how this was goosing.
Mhm.
You get your it's, everyone knows what goosing is, right?
Yeah, yeah. You
That should be diddying from here on out. We should declare
Diddying.
that a ditty.
a ditty.
Play me a ditty. You know what I'm
Play
saying?
me a ditty. Yeah.
But do you have to come up behind them?
Is
and
it
go
always the
in?
thumb
Like,
too? It's always the thumb. You
Yeah,
using the
goosing
thumb?
is strictly the thumb, I believe. If you
Okay.
goose someone, you have to use your thumb.
What if you use the whole like hand with like you did a karate chop? What is this called? Like the
You better be saying sorry. I don't know. Just fucking. I think goosing's the thumb. I'm
The
pretty convinced
wedge.
goosing's the thumb.
I feel like if you do a whole hand,
the
and
Alabama wedge.
watch what you
Oh,
got
see, I
open
almost
stuff.
spilled. See, there we
You
go.
spilled.
The guillotine.
We would call that
The
the
guillotine. Oh wow.
Danielson
The Danielson.
or Mr. Miyagi.
And you have to go what?
Give him a Mr. give him a Miyagi.
Yeah.
That's what
Wax
that
on,
would
wax off.
Man.
be. Oh Jesus Christ!
You do that. You videotape the people, and then you Ashton Kutcher them,
Mm.
and you just say you've just been diddied. That's what you do. That's what you do.
Oh,
You hit
it's
'em
okay. I'm on
every
TV.
time.
Yeah.
I missed this. Did he? Was he
Where's the cameras?
Was he?
Nowhere.
Did it come out?
He's been
Did it come
diddied.
out that he was he putting his finger in people's butts? Is
No,
that what
no,
it
no.
Yes!
came out?
Well, maybe.
Yes!
Maybe.
No.
He was doing a lot of things. It wasn't just fingers.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, he was
Supposed-
basically in the studio to like these young up and coming rappers, like just putting his finger up their fucking asses while they were just standing there.
Yeah, I think he was going
Like-
further than that too.
Oh
supposedly.
yeah. But like, no, what they're saying
What?
is
yeah,
like they would just
I
be
did
in the
not read the
studio.
news on this. I didn't read the news on
do
this.
it.
it's pretty
Anyways,
hilarious.
They're saying like, hey, they're like hanging out in the studio doing whatever, and like guys will be guys and let me sack tap you or whatever. No, he was sticking his finger in their underwear and up their assholes.
We'll take a sip of this beer.
That's a whole nother level.
That's called sexual assault, brother.
Oh,
Yeah, he was fucking. What was the guy that got busted for that shit not too long ago? Great actor.
or Kelly.
No,
Kevin
no.
Spacey.
Kevin Spacey, yeah.
So we need to have two of them now.
We need to
You
be
just been Spacey and you just been
Spacey.
diddled.
Oh,
So would
no.
Spacey be from the front, or would that be from the back? And the Diddy be? I don't know. We got to figure this out. This needs to be like written down, passed around.
I like the word diddy goose. You back? I got a diddy goose. Diddy goosed you.
Did he goosed or did he gooched?
Diddy gooched. I like diddy gooched too. Yeah,
You be de-gooched.
yeah. Like
Put that shit on a
I feel like on a
De-gooched.
on a sticker, or like like
Oh, dude,
the
t-shirt.
decision reel diddy gooched.
It should just
Diddy-gooched.
it should just be his what was it? Get him the. It's not get him the Greek. What was
His
that
head.
movie he did?
Yeah, it's just
the
his
furry
head.
wall.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then it
Greek.
should just say diddied. On the front of it.
oh,
With some
no.
furriness, his head speaking it, you've been diddied.
With his thumb up.
Well, if we put his face on it, we could be copyrighted. Yeah. So maybe we put some dolphin teeth on
Oh
something.
my god. Okay, you've been diddled.
Wait, why dolphin teeth? I'm missing on that.
I believe Dave Chappelle said he got dolphin teeth.
Diddy has dolphin teeth?
It's just all gums.
I'm
Yeah,
so
yeah.
confused.
Yeah,
really?
we're getting deep. We're getting deep now.
I know.
Anyways, we also have Leslie Mann as Robin, Jack Black as Rick, Ben Stiller as Sam Sweet, Janine Garofalo as the medieval waitress, Andy Dick as medieval host,
Oh yeah,
David
that's right.
Cross also in
Andy
here as the
Dick.
sales manager, and Owen Wilson as Robin's date. Doesn't even have a name. Just wow.
Yeah.
A lot of little fucking gems of
Yeah.
actors in this.
Oh, for sure.
that I
There's also
completely forgot about.
There's also a couple other people in here. Bob Odenkirk is in here for a split second. He's when they go to the family
thing
dinner.
to the left.
Yep,
Is
he's
this the
like the
Better Call
brother.
Saul guy?
Yeah. He's the brother or something.
Yo, I'm so glad you said that because I was watching it earlier and I was half-assed paying attention. And I could swear I caught him in the top left. Where they were
He's
sitting down,
literally on
and
the
I
screen
sat
for like
and watched
5
intent,
seconds.
like with intent for
Yeah.
like the next like 3 or 4 minutes. And I did see him again. I was like, fuck, okay.
Yeah, no, he's in it. It's funny. People don't realize how big of a career that guy has had. He was
Apparently.
a writer on The Simpsons. He was in both Wayne World movies. He was in a whole bunch of other
He's
shit.
just everywhere.
everywhere. Yeah,
He's just diddling.
just working. Yeah.
Yeah.
Any
Just-
crevice you can get
Have
in,
you
he was
seen-
doing it.
Have you seen Nobody, Sean? The reason I'm not directing him because I made us
Is
do
that the one where they like the covers like
Yeah,
this?
yeah,
and it's
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like,
If you want to watch a middle-aged John Wick movie, it's fucking amazing.
is it funny?
Is
Is it a comedy or an action?
It's funny because of the
It's a serious
based in
action
reality.
movie with some comedy in it.
yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, it's literally it feels like John Wick, but it's like a dude going through a middle-age crisis. It's basically what it is. He used to be a badass, then he got with a family, and he's been calming down, trying to
pretty
ride
good.
the high road,
It's pretty good.
and he's getting tired because he's like a fucking lion. He wants to get let loose again.
He's a lion.
And then finally, he just gets his opportunity, and the whole movie's about him battling that. It's great.
He
It is
doesn't know
so
what to do.
good.
He's got that dog in him.
He's got that dog in him.
He got that dog
got
in
that
him.
dog
man.
in
All right, so I got a serious question to ask Sean.
Yeah.
We've been talking about this for weeks now about getting in a fight with some kind of animal.
Oh, yeah,
Wally
yeah.
thinks he can take a tiger
With
with a blade or a spear,
a sword, a big sword.
or
Like a full ass tiger.
I'm
full
not
ass tiger.
convinced that it's going to be 100%. I said
He
it would
doesn't-
be a low percentile chance
he's saying
that I could take this tiger
he
with
could kill
a
the
sword.
tiger,
Yeah.
but that doesn't mean he's making it out alive either.
Yeah,
What he's saying
exactly,
is
exactly. I'm not like
we're going
Yeah.
both
fucking
out.
woo. Yeah. I
So-
think I could swing that thing if it's sharp enough, and I think I could fucking get
So
it.
what-
And I would probably go down.
Right. So the question is, which dangerous animal, and it can't be like, a chicken,
Yeah.
do you think
Yeah.
you could take out?
Spider monkey.
And you can have you can have a weapon, so it has to be
Spider
serious.
monkey for 200. Alex.
Yeah, Tara was talking about orcas and shit. Oh no,
Only
that was
think.
training. That was training.
No,
Never
it's
mind,
training.
never
She's
mind.
You can't train this. You can't train
Like
a tiger.
danger- like an
I think
actual
fucking-
dangerous
great
animal?
white shark up.
Right.
Have you seen
Yeah.
that?
Oh yeah.
It's
Killer
crazy.
whales
Oddly,
are fucking crazy.
If I had a
Yeah.
shovel, I could probably take out like a snake, like a rattlesnake.
Look, Sean, this is about going
we're
hard
talking
to paint,
equal or bigger in girth of your body,
So human sized
or bigger.
or bigger.
So it can't be like a chicken, can't be a snake. It's
I
got
don't-
to be
Something that's that big.
I see Sean
a
dipping. dude.
hyena. I feel like you
I
and
think
a
all of
hyena
us
would
would
be
dip,
friends.
actually.
Though.
We might be friends.
It's funny. We pit Sean against a death like serving animal, and we just look back 5 minutes later, and he's just sitting there cuddling it.
Yeah. Takes it home.
Look at the little baby.
Sean versus Rhino, and he's just
right.
riding it
Yeah.
off of the chair. Fucking
Like, see, guys, fuck you.
You know what I want to get? I want to get a framed painting of Jim Carrey
coming out of the butt.
coming out of the butt of that
Yeah,
rhino.
yeah.
Dude, I don't know if you saw Christmas. Weren't there when we were exchanging shirts, but I got Greg a shirt last Christmas or Christmas ago. It was the Jim Carrey coming out of the rhino. I should send you the link. It's awesome.
I want
Yeah.
I want a big painting though. I want someone to paint it for me.
I think they have prints. I think they have prints of it too. I think you can get if you
I'm
go to
gonna paint it
Etsy.
myself. Yeah.
Because I got him the Etsy one of the Dumb and Dumber of the dude shitting. Jeff Daniels.
I've wanted to put that in my bathroom for so
I
long,
put
but
it in my
Tiffany's like,
bathroom.
don't. I'm just gonna fucking do it. What are you gonna say?
I got that one up before Sarah came in, I think.
Perfect.
Which was perfect.
I just want to put it on the ceiling because no one's gonna look there. Because we have pretty tall ceilings downstairs or on the ground floor of the house.
Yeah.
So like if you go in that bathroom, you're not just gonna look on the ceiling. But if you're sitting there doing your business, you might be like,
How weird would it be to have?
Oh wait, did I get you one of them on the bike?
Yeah, they were
was
on the bike. It was
That's what
it was pre-pissing.
Yeah. I got my
On the bike.
brother.
Pre-pissing.
I got my brother the shitting one. I couldn't
Okay,
remember
that's
which
funny.
one I got you or him.
Weird things to see. If someone like had a mirror at the bottom of the toilet, you were talking about putting one on the ceiling.
no, that picture of him shitting.
Oh,
Oh, it's great. Yeah.
Put it on the ceiling because
Oh,
it's
okay.
inconspicuous, right? You're not gonna look at
I
it
was
and
like,
know
"Dude,
it's
I don't wanna
there
pee if it's on the
unless you're
floor."
going.
That's kind of why I did the Dumb and Dumber one. If you walk into my bathroom,
Yeah.
you see the dog, and it
Right.
seems like a normal bathroom. And then you sit down, and you're
Yeah.
like, you look on the wall over there, and it's right there next to where you wash your hands. It's perfectly placed.
Perfect.
Classic.
Classy. So you didn't answer the question though.
Oh shit. Oh man.
You definitely
so
animal,
human-sized, dangerous thing.
like a gorilla.
Who do you think? Okay, here I got a better one.
A gorilla. It's like way worse.
Kangaroo,
Probably.
kangaroo, or silverback gorilla. Who do you think's winning that match?
Silverback all day.
I don't know.
Okay, what about you and your fists against a full-grown kangaroo?
Okay, I'll take a kangaroo on.
You think you
Sure.
could take a kangaroo on like full-grown?
Kangaroo will fuck you up, bro.
If I needed, like, if it was like life or death, I think I could take a kangaroo. You saw that guy punch that one in the face?
Yeah,
Yeah, messing with his dog.
That was
Kangaroo-
a small one.
Yeah, a kangaroo looks like Mike Tyson, but smarter.
Yeah, isn't
They'll
it?
fuck you up.
Aren't their tails more dangerous than their hands?
Yeah, and their hands, they're fucking ripped, dude.
Yeah.
I'm scared of kangaroos. But
Yeah.
also, like, I want to be
Don't
friends
go to
with
Australia, mate.
I think it's a better
I don't
matchup
plan
than
on it.
than the tiger, though.
them. Yeah.
Yeah, easy,
Yeah.
a better matchup.
You can box a kangaroo. You can't box. You
Yeah,
can
yeah.
try to box a tiger.
I would be more scared to fucking fight like a big, hefty, like
Gorilla?
no,
Bear. A
like
bear.
a pig, like a warthog or something. Like I'd be more scared to fight something like that than a tiger with a sword. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you. Just start swinging.
Something with tusks.
Bears are terrifying.
Bears are the worst.
I think bears are scary.
So I don't think I win at all.
Dumb,
Ever in any
dumb
scenario
and big
ever.
and strong will fuck you up more than you think.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not taking on like a Kodiak,
It's
a
crazy.
polar bear.
Their hands are like the size of like your head or bigger. It's crazy. They're massive.
Watched another Russian video of one of my people
One of my people.
out in the wilderness. I think he's like a UFC fighter. Just
Dead.
gets on top of a bear and starts riding it.
You know how?
We think about stuff like that. Obviously, it's tamed.
How do you feel when you're doing that?
I think
Fucking great.
Shoo.
You're just
riding
on
a bear?
You're just on
the
a fucking bear.
the rest of your life, you're
God
chasing
damn.
that high.
Yeah, I know.
that is so Russian too. That is
I
like so
know,
specific
right?
to Russia. That's like as American
I'll
as
see if I
like
can find it while we're-
is like a guy chugging a beer on the back of a pickup truck. That's like you think America is like beer on a pickup truck. It's like there. It's like he's chugging a bottle of vodka on some kind of huge bear
with some potatoes on his back
with
I feel
some
like
potatoes on his back.
like that's like our closest thing to that is Florida.
and an
Florida.
AK, just shooting an AK.
Yeah,
Was that me?
yeah. They're
was me.
or they're like, or they're yeah. Florida's just like they're riding alligators.
That's not a big bear, but also awesome.
This is not the guy, but
Oh yeah, I got you.
but it's a Russian, so apparently just
Yeah,
fucking
it happens
they're
a
all
lot. It
doing
happens
that.
a lot.
Dude, the Russian government trains like 1,000 bears a year, and they just release them. That's what they do. They
I
just,
would
they
like
just
to
don't say
see
anything.
that.
the Russian government just trains these bears, and they're
put a chip
friendly
in 'em.
bears. They're
Right.
like,
The friendly
go
bears.
out in the woods and play with the bears. It could look tough, okay? Go play. These are friendly bears. They have tag on the ear. Look at the bears. Go play with the bears. Good, okay?
Yeah,
It's to make Americans think like,
Exactly.
God damn it,
Exactly.
Russian people are strong.
But they're just trained
maybe
bears.
that's what happens. Maybe
Exactly.
we try to Napoleon Russia again, and
Yeah.
then they just unleash the bears
oh my God.
Yeah,
in the cold of winter, and we're just
Oh my God.
fucked.
dude, they're
Oh my God.
they're bear secret. They're bear secret agents. Is what they are.
What if they're
Yeah.
just riding bears into battle?
Yeah,
I'd leave.
Just on the backs of bears, just
No,
coming
no,
in.
if I saw that, I'd nah.
bareback on a
Sorry.
bear.
Ooh.
Right, butt naked on a bear.
All right. All right.
Bareback on a
Are you
bear.
ready? Are you? I got it.
That's a T-shirt.
New movie. New movie.
Okay.
Beyond bareback on a bear.
Cocaine bear.
No. Back in the Cowboys and Indians days, right? You got everybody fighting on the
Right.
backs of horses. Okay.
Yes.
All right, all right.
This group or cavalcade of cowboys want to invade Russia. They
Cavalry?
try. Sure.
Sure, go ahead,
They
keep going.
try to on horseback. What happens? The Russians attack them on bareback. And they're coming in with spears and shit and just on the fucking amazing scene.
It's on a mountain,
Yeah, oh yeah, it's cold.
and then
Yeah.
it's the
Yeah.
Battle of Bareback Mountain.
Wow. Battle of Bareback Mountain.
All right, let's keep this fucking
That,
train rolling.
that's the movie. That, Owen Wilson,
Steve and I just started crying.
Russell Crowe with Christian Bale.
Dude, if two dudes come
battle.
rushing at me with bears and swords, I could be 70 people. I'm not fucking staying
Dude,
there.
yeah.
I'm getting the fuck out.
I can see the trailer though. Imagine like a horse and a bear and all this swiping going on. It's like the battle of Bareback Mountain.
Imagine you can ditch the animal and the animal fucks people up.
Yeah, you're
That's
dead.
essentially what that
it just
is.
keeps going.
Yeah.
You just fucking, you're jump off and
Right.
the bear's fucking people up and dude, that'd be so cool.
Horses, what are
I
they
think
gonna
we
do?
have something
Bye.
here.
I think you're right. Because then, you know how they do like the back-to-back fight scenes in movies where it's like going around while they're fighting?
Yeah.
It's the dude who jumped off the bear and the bear.
Back to back.
And they're back-to-back doing whatever. And then right when they're done, he gets back on the bear and then fucks some more people up and keeps going.
Done. Live action Kung Fu Panda. Sold.
Boom.
I'm in.
Speaking of that, the cable guy. Runtime 96 minutes. I thought this movie was longer for some reason to me.
I watched it again and it felt longer for some reason
That's
this
what she
time
said.
around.
That's what she said.
Wishful thinking.
I feel like the pace of the movie makes it feel long. It's not a very well-paced movie, I don't think. I feel like there's a lot of ebbs and flows. Like there's a lot of stops and starts.
There's definitely weird pacing. It's like it is sporadic, but maybe it's meant to be sporadic because I guess the cable guy was
It's
sporadic.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like it's kind of like that. It's like not supposed to be.
Yeah, there's one part that sticks out to me that, okay, so when he finally gets back with his girl to watch Sleepless in Seattle, no, what was it?
Yes.
It's supposed to be Sleepless in Seattle.
Sleepless
Sure.
in Seattle.
And he turns it on, the cable's not working, and
Right.
he goes to call him, and he, whatever. I shouldn't have done that.
Shouldn't have done that.
And he's right there, and he opens the door, and he's like, he's got the cable that's broken,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Once he goes and fixes it, all he does is open a door on a wall and flicks a switch. Wouldn't Matthew Broderick's character be like, wait a second? Well, you just turned the power back on.
Yeah, he does it. He dresses it. He's like, oh, this is just for show. And he shows him the
That,
cable.
but I'm saying, wouldn't he be like, yo, you just tricked me?
Yeah. Oh, he notices.
I know, but it's
But he's so engrossed with trying to be with his lady. You can
I
see
guess,
it.
I
he
guess,
notices.
I
Yeah.
just a little weird
He-
to me, that part.
He turns a blind eye so much in this because he's supposedly helping with his girlfriend,
Which he is.
which is very weird and very.
Let's be real, he
Yeah.
is.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
100%. But he
He also-
avidly turns it until it becomes too much.
He also makes him sleep with a prostitute, which he fucked too, apparently.
Yeah. He tested
I'm
it
clean.
out. Test out the goods.
Yeah, I'm clean, don't worry.
I'm good. Good friend, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
Yo, if you look at it on paper,
he's a great friend.
yeah, he's a solid dude.
He just wants to
Drop
be
him-
friends.
Yeah. A little
And,
crazy.
and he did say what he was going to do. He's like, we're either going to be friends or I'm going to be your worst
If
enemy.
I ever wanted a pickup game and either of you, I was like, yo, and you guys showed up in some small shorts, I'd be like, fuck yeah.
Wouldn't, look, he's,
Mouth guard.
he's also like, he's trying his hardest,
Yeah.
and he dunked the fuck out of that ball. Doesn't matter how you do it. He
Oh,
won the
dude,
game.
That was great.
Yeah.
Thanks for the assist, too.
He's like holding his back. He's like,
Yeah. How crazy is it that we just had a movie with Jack Black and Jim Carrey, but Jack Black is just a regular dude? Think about that for a second. Because imagine having a movie now
Yeah.
with Jack Black and Jim Carrey. That would be
I
like the
think
biggest comedy event of the year.
90s Jack Black was a lot of B character stuff.
He was, but I'm just
Right.
saying, like, we have that on paper already.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah.
But it was nothing other
Yeah.
than him just using him as an assist for a dunk.
100%.
Yeah. It's weird too because it's like if you try to get some people together now, it just doesn't have the same magic too. Like obviously, like when they try to do Dumb and Dumber 2, it was not
Fell
good.
flat.
That's all I remember of them. movie.
I was just like that. Oh man, that was painful. It's like, but you're getting them
There's a
together
couple
like 30
funny
years,
jokes
30
in it.
years later, like
Yeah.
30 years later, it's like some of the magic's not there. So it's
I think
like,
90% of sequels, not 90%, a little bit less than that, but a lot of sequels are just to grab money.
Yes. Yeah, and
For
I think
most of
that's
the part.
and another
There's already a told story that's finished, but they're like, oh, we can maybe milk this.
correct. But
Yeah.
also you do it for the wrong reasons, like you said, money, or
Yeah.
we don't bring back the same
Characters or anything like that.
writers
I don't think nothing's worse than a comedy sequel that doesn't have the same
feeling.
comedians, the same
Or that,
comedy
or that,
actors.
yeah.
How many like Next Fridays or Big Mama Houses or something
Yeah.
like that? Just they switch out a lot of the main characters the second time around
Well, so let's
because
just
no
take
one wants to be part of it.
But also, let's take Dumb and Dumber for example. The first Dumb and Dumber movie, they weren't the R word. They were just dumb dudes. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can
yeah.
say it.
They weren't retarded,
No. They were just low IQ.
Yeah.
right? And they had heart. They were people. They were
Heart.
characters. They were actual like human beings.
Yes.
yes,
In the sequel, I'm not going to say it here, but they were made to be that. They
Oh, yeah,
weren't
yeah.
characters at all. They didn't have heart.
You
They
know what
didn't
you
have
never
a
go?
brain. Yeah.
You never go.
Full R word.
God damn, I'm trying to
Fart
get
in the
bathtubs. Fart in the bathtub. Laugh my, laugh
simple
your asses
jack.
off.
They simple jacked it. That's what
Yeah.
they did. Let's be real. They
Never-
simple jacked that movie.
Never
Huh.
go full retard.
yeah,
Sean Penn, I am Sam. Went to the
That's
Grammys,
true.
went home empty-handed.
that's so true.
The best part is Matthew McConaughey, man. I got your TiVo.
I got your TiVo. Hey, talking nuts.
Yeah, Togger nut. You're my simple jack, man.
The half squat just on
Yeah,
his
yeah.
back.
You mama make me happy.
Yeah, dude, that movie is so good.
Yeah,
I remember.
G6 player.
I remember the first time I saw the movie, sitting in the theater, and going, "Is that Tom Cruise?" No,
I think that's my top. I've thought about it
Yeah.
avidly.
It
I
took
think that's
me-
my top comedy.
It took me 10
it's got to be
minutes.
really fucking close. If
Yeah, it
Yeah.
took me 10 minutes to realize that was when he went. Who's the key grip here?
not. Who has a key grip?
I want you to punch him in the face really fucking hard.
yeah,
I was like,
so
"That's Tom Cruise."
he fucking.
Oh,
They
yeah.
made it look so good.
yeah,
And he's just like. I got another fun fact from the thing I said with what's his face. What was his name?
Jim Carrey,
No,
Tom Cruise,
No,
Tom Cruise,
the guy's
Matthew McConaughey.
the guy's blowing shit up in that movie.
Oh, Danny McBride.
Danny
Danny
McBride.
McBride. That interview.
yeah,
He said that they got studio notes, or they send dailies back to the studio, right? And basically what that means is, hey, this is what we filmed today. Check it out.
right,
See what
right.
we did.
Yeah,
Right. All the notes they got back from that movie, they made Bill Hader's character say in the movie. So if you go back and watch it, that's literally him saying all their notes. Hey, do this, do that, do this, or say this, or whatever, or change this. He's just saying that stuff to Les in the movie. And it's so funny.
Do you guys think they were just having fun?
Oh.
Because I feel like that
Oh, yeah.
shows.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, the
They're just-
trailers.
It seems like bros having fun, kind of. You know, like
Yeah.
good actors becoming bros having fun.
Get
So,
it, Matt.
so many good
Yeah,
movies are
Lance's
made like
dice
that too.
dangling on your
where it's
forehead.
like, and it's like, and like, so like the cable guy. I don't know how much ad lib there was. Like Jim Carrey's famous for like improving lines, and so I keep wondering. Like, I think the chicken skin face thing was probably ad lib. Like, no, I'm pretty sure no one wrote in the script. Put chicken skin on your face.
I'm going to say something. Good catch, because it was.
It was.
It was 100% off the cuff, and it wasn't even supposed to be in the movie, but Ben Stiller went, "This is hilarious."
Yeah.
Good job, buddy.
Well, I know because it's so weird. It's so weird.
the lamb.
Yeah, it's such a weird scene.
But it's hilarious.
Yeah.
I feel like a
That's
lot
just
of
Jim
this,
Carrey.
I
Yeah.
think that a lot of the nightmare was probably improvised. You think?
Him falling down as
Yeah.
he hits the door like that is
Yeah,
hilarious.
doing the somersault into it. Yeah, 100%.
Oh my God! You know, no, the one that I like almost like just laughed so hard last night watching it. This scene right here, the baseball scene where he's warming up and he starts
Basketball, yeah.
the basketball scene and he starts doing sprints, but down the court, he's like he puts the basketball, he's like,
Don't
I'm
pull a
just like,
hammy.
I'm just laughing so hard because it's like I'm just imagining like showing up to play basketball and just anybody doing that. That would be
think
the funniest shit.
Timing and director shit, that's where it meets together and
Oh,
it
yeah.
makes it so perfect and
Yeah.
so funny.
Well, it's crazy to think too. Ben
That
Stiller.
And he's like, yeah, he's like angling with his legs. He's
Yeah.
like, eh.
Well,
I don't want to pull a hammy.
the way they changed the camera angle to him running and stopping, like, and then going back the other way, and then you can notice he doesn't know what to do at the end. And he's,
Just
all right, we're
runs
good.
back.
Yeah.
Suicides. You guys ever run suicides?
that's what
Remember
it
that
Oh
is.
shit?
Suicides,
man,
yeah.
It's the
I
worst.
hated suicides.
Suicides and burpees were the devil.
Imagine doing that on skates.
Oh, for hockey,
Yeah. It's even worse.
Yeah.
it does seem
And
like a lot of.
Imagine wearing goalie equipment.
You guys would do suicides in goalie equipment.
I would, because I was the goalie.
How fast was that? Like, I feel like you're gonna.
You can
probably-
skate faster than you can run, so yeah.
Really?
Dude, we had to do upwards of 100 suicides. If someone fucked up,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
the next practice next week,
Mhm.
like Wednesdays or Thursdays, we'd be doing 50 to 100 suicides.
We
depending on how
had
bad it
a
was.
so I played
And one suicide is the
full
every
thing. Yeah, everything.
all the
Yep.
way back. It's a fucking nightmare.
So we had a thing where at the end of I was on a travel team.
AU baby.
Under, I think it was 16 and under. I can't remember what it was, but it's basically at the end of practice we would do a shootout every practice. If I didn't save every one, I would have to, and the team would have to do suicides.
For every shot, like one every shot.
So the
kinda
whole
thing?
team would
Yeah.
do. That's almost impossible. So we were it was basically made to either we're gonna fake do fucking shots on Steve
Like,
so he
is
saves
there
it.
like, yeah. That's
So
what I'm saying.
they did start doing it. It's not like I was a bad goaltender or anything, but they started faking shots, and then you're faking it. Everybody's doing suicides. It was stupid.
Oh,
That sounds
man.
fucking dumb.
Speaking of not being dumb, The Cable Guy was released on June 14th, 1996.
Okay. 96, all right.
Summer movie.
Summer blockbuster.
You got to think Jim Carrey's hot.
Yeah.
Let's bring him in summer. I think this probably is the wrong place to put it, and maybe resulted in bad negative press for this movie.
This didn't get a lot of sales, if I recall right. You're gonna do that number.
We're gonna do that. We're gonna guess, but
But-
not saying that it didn't make any money or not. I don't know. But the reviews of this, I remember coming in and
Yeah.
still thinking about it today. People saying, "Oh, The Cable Guy, yeah, it was okay. It wasn't one of Jim Carrey's best movies." I think it shows that he's got fucking range
Right.
and he can play many different characters.
Right.
I think if you don't do this movie, he's got those 3 good movies in the beginning of his career, and then what does he do? You know what I mean? Just keeps trying to do the same thing.
Yeah.
You got to
Dude,
be different.
He makes me uncomfortable as shit in this movie at certain parts.
And that's
That's
the point.
secondhand anxiety
yeah,
shit,
and that's
or
the
not
point.
embarrassment, secondhand embarrassment. I think
You
is
had
what it
the
is.
anxiety shits during the movie. You
Ugh.
said.
That's just my whole existence.
Anxiety
is shitting through a screen door. But I'm saying
That's funny.
a lot of this part, a lot of this movie is him being super awkward, and that's what gives me kind of the weird feeling I get when I watch movies.
heebie-jeebs.
I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
Yep.
oh, nope.
But that means he's doing it good.
Yeah, 100%.
So box
Yeah.
office that week, we're going to go through the top 10 movies. The top 3, we're going to guess the order of the top 3. So number 10, Mole Flanders.
No idea.
That sounds like a band name.
96, right? Is that what you said?
96. That sounds like an episode
Howdy doody.
from
Howdy diddly.
from the fucking from The Simpsons. Oh my god, yeah, definitely not what I thought it was. Let me read this to you. The daughter of a thief, young Moll, is placed in care of a nunnery after her mother's execution, but the actions of an abusive priest leads her to rebel as a teenager, and she escapes to the dangerous streets of London.
Sounds like a fluff plot. Like a lot of wackiness.
Robin Wright, Morgan Freeman,
Morgan Freeman.
John
Do
Lentz.
it.
I had to make another movie.
Pretty much.
Me and Andy
Morgan.
became just best friends.
It's almost.
I know, I'm getting
it's
that.
so
I know,
close.
it's
You got to
like-
put more.
I told Andy to quit being a little bitch.
That's almost it. I think you got to talk slower, honestly.
And that was the first day at Shawshank.
There you go. Yeah, that's it. Number 9, the Arrival.
Mandela over here.
Nelson Mandela. The Arrival.
The Rival.
96. Charlie
Alien
Sheen.
movie.
No, maybe. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like it. Charlie Sheen Zane, an astronomer, discovers intelligent alien life, but the aliens are keeping a
This was a
deadly
big
secret.
movie.
Wait,
Well,
what
so
movie?
it was a blockbuster movie. It wasn't a big movie, but
And
it
we'll
was a
do anything from Zane to learn. I've never seen this. 6.2 out of 10.
what movie?
The Arrival. I'm kind of
I vaguely remember that one.
Charlie Sheen, Linda Krause, Richard
Yes.
Schiff, Terry Polo. Oh no way, Ron Silver.
T-Po.
Old Tipo. Different
The
high
reason
schools
why I
together.
said Terry
Tipo.
Polo, Ben Stiller, Meet the Parents. She's the wife in Meet the Parents.
Oh shit.
Look at me, just making all this connection.
Hollywood.
Number 8. This is for what we talked about earlier. Spy Hard.
Oh, kids.
No.
No, Spy Hard was Leslie Nielsen.
Yes.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Ah!
That movie is great.
I'm thinking of Spy Kids.
You add on like another 5 years and
Yo,
you'll get
give
a
me
Spy
some more of
Kids.
that Southern Trail. The only thing I don't like
Yeah.
about is cinnamon, but I can get past it, which is a which is a heavy statement.
I'm not a cinnamon guy myself.
I'm not, but it's delicious.
It works.
This is very good.
It is good. Look at you.
Anyways.
Number 7, The Phantom.
Oh, like what's his face?
Billy
Purple
Zane?
suit?
The
Yeah.
purple soup.
The movie they showed 1,000 times on Showtime my whole childhood.
Dude,
I had
don't-
that skull ring as a kid. I thought it was the coolest ring because I got it at like Burger King or something. I had it for years.
I want to say something. Why was Billy
what
Zane
a weird move.
not a bigger thing?
Billy Zane.
Yeah.
I
He
don't know.
has everything to be the biggest movie star in the world and just didn't do it.
Is he Canadian? Is this
He's-
another Canadian?
I don't
thing?
I know
he
you
is.
love
No,
the Mummy,
no.
but he had some weird.
He wasn't in The Mummy.
Oh, no, wrong guy. Never mind.
He
did
looks
Sniper.
exactly the same.
He
as,
did. He
yeah.
did that sniper shit, right?
Yeah, he was also in
Yeah.
Zoolander for like 5 seconds.
Forgot about that too.
Right. But just random stuff. I'm going to fucking download The Phantom here soon because I want to watch that movie.
It was on like every weekend.
It was. It's a terrible movie.
forever.
It's a terrible
Yeah,
movie,
yeah.
but I don't fucking care.
She get the suit,
Mm.
that purple suit with the black,
Let's do it.
You look good in that.
Thank
Steve.
you.
looking fly.
Just
Looking fly.
start drumming in that.
Maybe. Number 6, Eddie.
No idea.
Is that Matthew McConaughey?
That's mud.
That mud. Whoopi Goldberg.
Oh, way off.
Oh shit! This is the one where she plays basketball. Coincidences lead to the New York Knicks getting
When did
its
Whoopi play
loudest fan,
basketball?
Edwina Eddie Franklin, as coach.
Hmm.
Because she was the coach.
Who here
This
likes
has,
Whoopi Goldberg now?
Now
Yes.
or ever.
I loved Sister Act when I was
Sister
young,
Act, man.
but
All right,
Killer
Sister
movie.
Act. Yeah.
after that, I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess I can kind of get with Ghost a little bit. Like
What-
old Whoopi is good, but
What was the one movie she was in with a dinosaur?
What? There's a dinosaur movie?
yeah, when will we ever do a dinosaur movie?
It was like one of the worst movies ever made, and she's like mad she was ever in it. It was like
I feel like she's mad about a lot of things that she
Okay,
was
so
never
she-
involved with.
she was
It started with that movie.
she was con-
probably.
she was contractually obligated to be in this movie and was like super mad that she had to fucking do it.
It's like Lost World.
This
or
is
something
like,
that?
no, this is
Like
like
a
early
Brendan Fraser or
90s.
something?
It was kind of like the Dinosaurs TV show. Remember that? How it was
Yeah,
like
yeah,
goofy and
Not
funny.
the
It
mama,
was
not
like
the mama. Yeah.
it was like that. Let me
What
see
a
if I can
s-
find
what a
it.
weird but sad ending to a
Dude,
sitcom.
he fucking kills them.
Yeah.
Theodore Rex is what it's called. It's got a 2.4 out of 10.
Ooh, that's a low fucking. Is it IDM or
IMDb.
IMDb.
Can you see that?
Oh, I remember this
Blah,
movie.
blah, blah.
I can't turn it all the way around. Sorry, well, you'll
It's
just have to
alright.
Google it yourself.
That's all right, dude. This stuff's no joke. This is
It's good.
it's sneaky.
I want a little more.
It's sneaky.
It might be the 20%. Sorry, 40 proof Southern Sipper. I gotta text her back because we're gonna try to get a show there. But I'm gonna text her back and be like, hey, I got a podcast. Do you want to sponsor
We
it?
put you out on it.
We'll put you.
You're like, fuck no. You hear what you guys
There you
said?
go.
Hold on.
Negative.
I want to say.
Ghostwriter.
I want to say something. We just surpassed a big thing on YouTube.
What is that?
We have over 30,000 views on YouTube.
Hey, look at
Really?
Yeah,
Steve with his due diligence.
Look
Look,
at
at that.
that's pretty
Get it,
big.
Steve. Get it.
That's pretty big.
Woo,
I'll
woo.
say that. We got a lot of episodes, but you know what? It doesn't matter. We
A
got
lot of this is a long game.
Well, that's
It's
true.
a
lot
long
of it's
game.
long
Yeah.
game.
You know what our most popular episode is?
Ace Ventura.
Rush Hour 2.
Really?
Rush Hour 2.
You want to know why? I watched a little bit back. We were drunk as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. But also, for some reason, it's gotten like over 1,000 views in the last like 2 weeks.
Dude, Ace Ventura has like 4 or 5.
It's got 6, I think, 6K.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think Rush Hour is like 7K
Yep.
right now. So look at us.
That's wild.
I know.
Doing things.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Trying-
Maybe that should be an episode where like I don't know like once
Drunk reviews.
where it's like every like
Well, they
Five-
don't know it's every show anyway.
every 5 minutes you've got to like pound a beer. I don't know, 15 minutes.
Well, so we had a thing here, and we haven't done it yet, and it's called the TV and movie trivia question.
Oh.
And
let's
it
let him
used
do
to
it.
be-
Let him do it this time. Or do you want to? Oh, never mind. Go ahead.
Oh, no, it's fine. I'll put it back. It used to be, if you got it wrong, you had to finish the drink you were drinking.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Right. So if you want to, you can grab a card out of that deck right there and ask us a question.
Yeah.
It's fun. Some of them are hard as. It's really hit or miss.
I'm putting you on the spot.
No,
Right
that's,
now.
No, that's good. We'll keep going with the
Yeah.
ratings thing. Go with the
Yeah,
rating
yeah,
thing.
that's fine.
Go with the
Okay,
rating
that's
thing.
fine.
We'll do another day.
Number 5.
Yeah.
One of my favorite all-time movies. This is in my top 10.
Rush Hour.
Probably number 10. Dragonheart.
Oh, dude, it's so good. Sean Connery as the dragon voice.
Yes.
You know what?
Dennis Quaid.
My favorite
I'm
dragon
pretty
movie
sure
is,
it's what's her face
Reign
from
of Fire.
Those are the only two
Oh,
dragon movies that
Reign of
matter.
Fire is
Yeah.
fun.
Thank you.
What
One
about
of Matthew
D-Wars?
McConaughey's best roles I've ever seen.
I love it. He comes out smoking a cigar. He's like, yeah,
Dude, the water tower or whatever it is.
yeah.
Fuck. God.
Great movie.
I just want to chug whiskey and sniff sawdust.
Chug whiskey and sniff soda.
Yeah, no, I just, for whatever reason, I love Dragonheart. I don't know what it is.
It's great.
The guy who plays the Squire,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
the guy from the Lost World, Jurassic Park.
Oh,
Complete
yeah.
opposite characters. He's
Who's
like the
who's
manly
main guy in
man.
there? Who's the main
Dennis
guy?
Quaid.
Dennis Quaid.
Fucking Bowen is his name, and then
So
Draco,
good.
Sean
What a
Connery.
good boy's name.
Dina Meyer also.
Bowen.
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 Dina Meyer, who is, top 5 for me right now. I don't know why.
I never thought about Sean Connery as a voice actor, but it's fucking perfect.
Yeah, why wouldn't he be in more shit?
Was
Yeah.
that his only voice acting
I'll
movie?
take 8 tip for 300.
Take 8.
That
I'll
is
take
a
the
petite
penis.
station.
I'll take the penis mighty.
The penis mightier. That's the pen is mightier.
I'll
Rough-
take the rapist for 500. The therapist.
Jesus Christ. I
Yeah.
love all those skits.
That's a no.
So good. I just downloaded all the SNL episodes from season 1 to season 40 on Plex, by the way.
Oh, nice. Dude, I haven't watched any SNL in a while because a lot of it felt like shitty for a long time. It hit sometimes, but not as much.
Yeah.
But then recently, Shane Gillis did when it popped up on my thing.
It's really good.
It is it's like they didn't care anymore about
Yeah.
censoring. It was
Yep.
hilarious.
Yeah.
So
It was so funny.
Kristen Wiig was just on this past Saturday for her 5th hosting gig.
Right.
And it's like they went, you know what? Let's just bring everybody back. Let's do stupid shit. Let's do it. It was one of the best episodes
Maybe
I've
I'll
seen
start
in a long
catching
time.
it again.
It's pretty good. But
Huh.
again, on the Plex, I got all the old SNL episodes, uncut, unedited, with
Have
all
you
the
heard of the
music and
Plex yet?
stuff.
New guy?
It's like a TV thing.
Yeah, but it's
Oh, well,
Steve has taken it to the next level. So you know how you turn on your Direct TV or whatever you watch TV, and it would be like a moving list of everything playing and a bunch of TV channels. And you click on it and be like, oh, I want to watch this.
Mm-hmm.
He has that, but it's his. Home movies of Steve, if you want to watch.
Yeah.
He has TV shows.
Oh no, I've seen this thing before because I
Steve
came over.
TV.
You're
I
watching
showed you,
videos. Yeah, I remember watching. Some,
It's crazy, man.
well, so I have live TV going of all my
Right
Plex
now.
libraries right now. Right now, if we wanted to sit here and watch anything, I have.
It's just playing.
I think I have 28 channels right now of live TV, but it's playing everything in my Plex account. So anything that's on there. So I have a TV channel.
Where are the files?
They're on my
Where are the
own-
files?
Where are the files? Where are the stones? I have a NAS. So basically, I have a
You got a big, beautiful NAS.
what's up? I have a server that has a bunch of hard drives in it that all my files are on there, basically living, right? Now I have a thing set up that can do live TV. Now, nothing's playing currently unless you hit play. So it's a big guide, basically, that says, hey,
Reaches in, grabs whatever's in the
at
time.
6 o'clock, play Family Guy episode
Yeah.
25 or whatever, right? But if you click play on it and it's supposed to start at 6, but you're at 6:12, it's going to know where to play it if it started at 6, and it'll just start playing from there.
You
So
know-
I have 28 channels like that, and I've also have 1,000+ commercials from the 90s that I put in there. So after
It's
You made your own
crazy.
TV. Like,
Yeah,
you made
it's
your own
ridiculous.
TV.
Yes.
I love that.
You know when you buy you probably haven't bought an LG ever.
An
Dude,
LG
yeah.
TV.
But you don't have that proprietary
Life's good.
like TV channels,
Oh yeah.
like or subcontracted TV channels.
Yeah,
That's what,
Samsung has the same thing.
that's what it feels like, but with everything I love
Dude.
and everything you love.
Yeah.
Did you watch videos on how to do that? You should do an instructional, like a decision reel extra like thing where like you just sit down and like
The
you show
problem
people
with
how to
what
do that.
Steve did is
Little extra
he
thing.
grabbed all these things first. That's the fucking crazy. He's been collecting
Yeah.
for a very, very, very
Yeah,
long
I
time
have,
now.
yeah. It's weird because I've been in this thing of having all these files and these videos for the longest time, and I've never had a good way to do it. You know what I mean? Like, and I was way before streaming and all this stuff. I've had a lot of stuff for a long time, and it was only not recently, but I probably about 3-4 years now before I even knew that Plex was a thing. Because the best part about this is it's like any app. You can download the Amazon whatever app or HBO app or Netflix. It's just like that. So every smart TV, every smart anything can download the Plex app. I can make your own user account on my account.
Steve's just handing them out.
You can log in and you can watch whatever you want to watch from my server at any time. I have 3 people right
Really?
now who have literally deleted and canceled all their streaming services and are just using my service for free, because I can't make any money off this, or then it becomes illegal.
He has a Patreon.
Wow.
He doesn't. He doesn't really.
I have one of my good friends that I go golfing with now every weekend. He's like, dude, I just tune into Steve TV every day.
You go golfing every weekend?
Pretty much, yeah. Now
Wow.
I gotta relieve some stress somehow.
You're so middle aged, dude.
Oh, I'm getting old. I'm getting old.
Like,
Look.
I was sitting in the back 9 there and I was smoking a cigar.
Are you like Chris Farley?
Yeah. Wow, that's gonna
Down
tie
by the
into
river.
this in a little bit.
Hey.
Go ahead.
Number
Go ahead.
4, Twister.
Oh, big
Good
one.
movie. Good movie.
Big one.
There's
Good
a
movie.
new Twisters coming out.
Did anyone believe that they could pull their belt off and tie themselves to some sort
100%.
of pipe and be fine?
Depending on who made the belt, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Leather,
I would-
not faux.
Yeah.
You have a leather belt.
Real leather.
And you're like, I can make it.
handcrafted by the Amish.
I've tied myself to a lot of pipes over the years.
What?
I don't know what that
My
means.
own pipe.
What does it even mean?
I have
I
no
don't
idea.
know.
I have no idea.
But it's fuck. What did it say? But it's
1972 Nashville.
Nashville leather made belt whipping. I don't know what.
Yeah.
Top 3 that week. No particular order. Then you guys got to guess the order. You ready? The Cable
me.
Guy.
All
Mission Impossible.
Oh my God. Okay.
The Rock.
Ooh.
Oh my double God. Okay. So what weeks are they in?
The Cable Guy's in his first week. The
I'll do
Rock
this
is
one,
in his
Terrace.
third week, and Mission Impossible in his second week.
I'm gonna go Mission Impossible. Cable Guy. Wait, no. Which Cable Guy and the other one? Mission Impossible, my number 1. What are the weeks of the other ones?
The Rock and then Cable Guy.
Dude, The Rock's
The Rock
probably
was
number
3.
1. I'm gonna go The Rock, Mission Impossible, Cable Guy.
You think The Rock was a bigger movie than Mission
I
Impossible?
think The Rock was such a blockbuster fucking movie.
Nicolas Cage.
Sean Connery.
Sean Connery. What's his face? Robert. Nah.
Do you want me to teach you something?
Antonio Banderas.
I'm gonna tell you guys.
Antonio Banderas. No.
The
but-
winner goes home and fucks the prom queen. One of the best lines
The winner
of any
goes home
movie
and fucks the
I've
prom
ever.
Hey, let's be real for a second. Sean Connery is in 2 movies in the top 10 right now.
Also, a non-James Bond movie.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's got
Yeah.
it's like that James Bond. Feel.
I'm balls deep in James Bond lore.
It's great.
That 100% I could believe. Never say never again.
Ed Harris. That's who I was thinking.
Also,
Sorry. Michael
full on
Ben.
James
I forgot
Bond,
Michael Ben's in it.
but that was like a spiteful James Bond.
Tony
Sean
Todd's in
Connery's
it.
the shit.
Hmm.
Anyways,
My
Yeah.
3. I'm gonna say my 3 are gonna be Mission Impossible, The Rock, and then Cable Guy last. I think this one was the third. I think Cable Guy was third.
okay, so we're flipping. He has the first. Our main.
So you
two
said
are
The Rock,
flip-flopped.
Mission Impossible,
Yes,
and then the
and
Cable
he's
Guy.
Mission Impossible. The Rock.
So it is number 1, The Cable Guy. Number 2, The Rock. Number 3, Mission Impossible.
Really?
You
Shit
gotta
the bed,
think.
buddy.
You got to think. Even if this
Jim
flopped
Carrey's
later,
fucking.
Jim Carrey is the fucking man right now.
Right.
Right, that 94 year, people are going, what do you got, man? The Mask, Dumb and Dumber, fucking Ace Ventura. Like, these are the best movies ever,
Yeah.
at least to me. Like, Cable Guy, I'm in.
Game guy.
Yeah.
That's a big top 3.
Wow.
It really
Eclectic top 3.
Oh,
Dude, go back and watch.
Yes.
would love to convince people to go back and watch the first Mission Impossible.
It's a great movie.
Like cinematically,
The elevator scene.
all of it's fucking fantastic. It's a great movie.
And you know who that is, right?
Suspense.
Fucking Emilio Estevez,
Yeah,
the
what's
Mighty
his
Duck
face's
guy.
brother. Yeah.
I was like, Emilio. But
He also has
died.
tiger's blood.
Ooh. Did he share that tiger's blood? I don't. Anyways, budget time. What do we think it costs to make the Cable Guy?
Oh my god.
$19 million.
19 million.
I mean, you got some big name actors.
Ready?
Ooh, that was good.
1990 and $97. I'm gonna say
Oh, nope.
$32
Give me a little.
million.
$32 million.
32.
So I guess on these, I write it down before I look. I guessed $40 million.
I gotta buy Steve another jar. Of this
So I'm in the
Yeah,
middle.
whatever.
I'm in the
So
middle.
you're in the middle. Look at you.
Okay.
Actual budget, $47 million.
Damn it.
How much of that went to Jim, you think?
We're going to get to that later.
Ah, God damn it.
This is a very
Ask all the
fucking
big questions.
expensive comedy movie. $47 million.
That's big boy dollars right there.
What? There wasn't a lot of special effects or anything. Like what they do.
We're going to get to some special effects that you probably didn't even know about in Steve's Fun Facts of the Week.
The
also,
nightmare scene.
Steve's fun fact of the week.
we're also going to get to how much money Jim Carrey fucking
Steve's fun
got.
facts. Steve's fun facts. Steve's fun facts. Here we go. Steve's fun
A little
facts.
later.
Steve's fun facts. Steve, just take that as a snip, and then you can loop it. Steve's fun
I
facts.
probably will.
Steve's fun facts.
That's pretty good.
Bunch of musicians on this podcast.
Box office. What do we think it made?
At number
overall.
one over those
Debuted
two.
number one, yeah, and over those two.
Other one was 2 weeks.
Yep.
$200 million.
to Handy. Okay.
It's got to be high. What's its face is in 2 weeks at this point. This is in 1 week, right? That's where we clip this at.
I'll give it a solid 100. I'll say double your money. 100 mil.
100 million, right on the dot.
Right on
Handy.
the dot. Just double your money.
Two.
Going
200.
200?
I'm sticking with my guns.
Okay. I guessed $90 million. Opening weekend, it made $19.8 million.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait. This was opening weekend.
No.
Overall?
I'm just saying
Oh,
opening.
okay.
Sorry.
Overall, it made $102.8 million.
Damn.
Look at Sean.
Nice.
Look
nice.
at Sean.
Nice. Oh, dude, that smells terrible. You can't see me.
Tomatometer time. The Rotten Tomatoes score. The Roddy T's. What do we think critics and audience gave it out of 100%?
Critics 76, audience 78.
78. Okay.
Oh, why are you saying it like
I
that?
don't know. I really don't know.
I'm quiet.
Have you seen this?
It might be this.
I'm gonna say.
Southern Sipper.
I'm gonna say. Critics like a 60. Audience 70. This is like a 75. So like critics definitely less by a little bit, and then like audience a little higher. Kind of maybe a cult classic now. You know.
I would think so. Yeah. I guessed audience 75, critics 55.
Oh.
It is critics 55. Look at me. Audience 51.
People don't like Cable Guy?
People don't like Cable
I
Guy.
thought this was an acclaimed comedy movie. Critically acclaimed comedy movie.
Me too.
Hmm.
Not
What
really.
happened?
I think people went, this is too not funny for me. I want Ace Ventura.
Dude, you know what's crazy? Also, try to explain this movie to like a 20-year-old.
True. Yeah.
Or like, somebody like was
yeah.
born in the year 2000. Yeah, you used to have to get a guy
Yeah.
to show up, and there was like a cable bill,
Coax.
coax, and like you couldn't pause it. You could
People just
you
don't
could,
know about coax.
You could record it on VCR. It's like
a great-
It's like oh,
They
no,
just need to know more.
you just couldn't stream stuff. It was
Yeah.
just like you had to just rely. It was on TV.
Okay, so think about the scene where he first comes in and he's like a finger banging the wall almost, right? And he's
Oh, yeah.
feeling it. People won't understand that now. Like, what is he doing?
yeah,
Technically, he wasn't doing anything, but I know the idea of like
Yeah. He was looking for where the cable's
Yeah,
coming
yeah.
in the wall or whatever,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
there would have been a fucking cable coming in the wall already. Also, him saying, I had to rearrange your room because it wasn't getting good signal or whatever. But then
Bullshit.
when he gets all the big stuff in, it's back to the other side
Yeah, yeah.
like it didn't matter.
oh yeah.
Also, those speakers were a little shitty to me looking. I don't
Back
think
in
those
the day,
were
I think-
THX certified.
back in the day. I think they were that era. Those speakers, because you can find those all
Yeah,
over
you're right.
fucking Facebook nowadays. By the way,
You're
Mhm.
right.
you can have a really good sound system if you just know what you're looking for.
So do we think he actually sold that?
That he stole it?
Yeah.
I think he might have. I don't think he stole it. I think he called it in stolen.
And then told them that he
Yeah,
told
yeah.
Okay. Because I'm just like, again,
Because I thought about the same thing.
right, them saying he worked at the cable company, but he's had all these different aliases and different names.
Right.
And then
But who knows?
also,
I don't know.
well, you don't even get his real name, right?
Yeah.
No one
we do.
knows who this guy is. He's just a
Dude, I
he's a-
pray
he's
for
an
white-
enigma.
Nice.
Thank you.
I pray for white van deals often. I remember working on the Montgomery College
Montgomery College.
parking garage
Okay.
as an electrician. And I went to the 7-Eleven across the street. Guy came up with a white van with big flat screens. And I thought it was too sketchy, and I didn't buy one. I walked back. I'm talking to my foremen. They're like, "You didn't buy a white van deal?"
right.
I'm like, "Fuck."
Probably a cop trying to sell you something.
The funny thing is, they heard the sirens in the background because this is like kind of Silver Spring-ish,
Sure.
right next to shitty DC.
Yeah.
And they heard sirens, and they dipped right out, man. They went drove
Bye.
right off.
I want to say one thing. I tried to be funny, but nobody got it. Enigma.
I got it.
The Riddler? Because
Yeah,
Thank
Jim Carrey
you.
was the Riddler.
Okay, all right.
I said nice one, you bitch.
I didn't know if you got it.
Jim Carrey was the Riddler,
Trying to
and
be-
Puff Daddy's the Diddler.
Hey!
I'm just gonna sip this medieval times cup like I didn't know anything else either.
He is the diddler. He just wears a purple suit with green question marks or thumbs ups on it.
Oh, God, it's thumbs.
That race.
That's a bunch of thumbs. Oh,
Jesus
man.
Christ. All right, who was your favorite character in this movie?
Jim Carrey.
It kind of, I mean,
There's not a lot of characters in this, minus.
you know what? When you think about it, everybody's straight in this movie. Nobody's a character beyond Jim Carrey.
He's the only one. Yeah.
And it's by design, obviously.
Yeah.
But like, I just feel like Matthew Broderick plays this role too meh.
Yeah.
Think
Yeah.
about it. He's never laughing.
Every one of his roles are like this. It's the same thing.
He's like, I don't know why I'm
so
here.
the thing about
Who's
this, right?
there?
Right.
I'm
They
tired.
made him like Salt. He's just salt and pepper kind of thing. But in other roles, they give him some sort of growth. Even like Ferris Bueller or Godzilla, there's growth, and there's no fucking really a lot of growth in this. It's just everything's happening to him, but
Right.
it's like amused through Jim Carrey kind of thing. So it's really weird.
Well, think about it.
It
You don't
doesn't-
even see him laugh, but one scene, which we'll get to a little later as well. But like he's just there. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah,
get that
100%.
it's a weird situation. Let's be real. Like in this day and age, yeah, there's no cable guy coming over. So let's say there's some guy coming over to service your house, and you can
Yeah.
get something extra by being like, hey, my friend
And
said
then
you could hook me up.
You guys ever try any of that? You guys ever try to slip like a dollar bill to do something? I don't think I have. I was trying to think about this.
Yeah, I'm
Obviously,
thinking,
it's a
yeah.
common knowledge thing, but I've never tried it. I've paid people after the fact for doing stuff that I would consider extra, but never beforehand to try to.
Well, I'm trying to
get
think
more.
like most of that stuff has kind of gone away that you could be like, hey, I'll give you an
Yeah.
extra 50.
Oh,
hook
hey, I'm
me
getting
up,
my
right?
car inspected. Here's a fucking inside the
Okay,
ashtray.
hold on. I've
you know
done.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I've done that.
I've done.
I've never done that.
I've done that.
Um,
Or I've used a guy who's like, yeah, I'll just sign your fucking thing.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
That car doesn't have tint on it. Would you spray paint the windows black? Yeah, I did. I did.
10%.
Right. I mean, I've done stuff to get out of a ticket before. Like I
What
know.
have you done?
Whoa,
Hey,
Steve.
come on, we're juicy
So,
deets.
so I had a good week. And when I mean good week, I mean 3 tickets in 1 week.
Yeah, 1762
Speeding.
mudslide.
No, yeah.
Didn't know what it was before that.
So you know when you're going down 235 through, like coming back from Waldorf, and there's
Yeah.
those 2 slow down areas that go to 45.
Yes.
Sure. Yeah.
So in that week, 2 tickets, my fault.
You used to speed.
I used to
You
be
still
a big-
kind of do a little bit, but not as bad.
Not as bad because for
Yeah.
3 in 1 week,
You and your fucking
kind of
whole
go,
family,
you know,
dude. Jesus Christ.
yes,
The Muscolzi family just fucking shreds.
lead
if there's
foots.
4 tires on something, they're just flying.
They're gone. Yeah, lead foots in this family. You know what's crazy? My grandfather was the worst of us.
Oh, so it's just trickled. is
It's
what you're telling me.
trickling down to me where I'm like, you know,
You're finally just breaking ties.
I'm okay. I'm okay. I don't need to get there that quick because
Yo, so
Well, we did.
it's high school, Sean. I'm gonna
Do
paint
it,
you a
do it,
picture.
do it, do it, do it.
Ready? So we're driving. I'm young. I'm in the back. I'm in the Grand Am, right?
Pontiac Grand Prix,
Grand Prix. That's what
Love
it was.
2-door. So he's in the back, and he's still big boy,
Yeah.
right? Back then,
Yeah, it was. This is high
his
school.
knees are in his chin.
Yeah. So I'm
Yeah.
just sitting there. We're about to, Steve's coming to my house, I think, or I'm getting dropped off. One or the other. We're on our way
going-
to my house,
yeah,
Medley's Neck. Older brother
Yeah, my brother's
Brian,
driving.
is driving this car, probably the closest thing to a race car that he had at the time. We're going 100 and something. I know at
Oh,
one
it
point
was up there.
we were hitting the whoops at like 80 something miles an hour, and I'm terrified.
Hitting the what? Hitting the what?
Yeah, we're going down medleys.
'Cause
There's
it's
like
whoop,
terms.
Oh yeah.
And
We're
I'm
catching
like,
air.
I'm like, like lifting off the seat. He's flying. He was uncomfortably flying. I believe he did this with like family all the time too. It was like
Oh,
a
he does it
norm.
with his kids now.
Yeah, like
It's
it's like
wild.
the norm.
My brother is ridiculous. There was another time Wally's in the back seat too. Remember Matt? Big tall guy, Matt, something.
Not Mucho.
Whatever, doesn't matter. We're going down 4,
Yeah.
and he's behind like 3 buses. And he's like,
All of
fuck
them.
this, because they keep stopping. So as we're driving, he pulls out to pass them, and there's cars coming at us.
Yeah.
And he's just like, fuck it. Puts the fucking... we missed that car coming at us, but I swear this much. I've never almost shit my pants and pissed my pants at the same time more in that moment than like, ooh, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
we,
Dude, it
we
was
yeah.
bad.
And he it didn't even phase him. He's just like,
He probably should have
All right.
killed us.
yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
That's dangerous.
Yeah, it was super dangerous.
And he's just living for the moment.
Yeah. Not a fucking care in the world. You'd look at him, he'd just be like, doo, doo, doo.
Yep. Just another day. He also, so he had a like 1998 S10 stick shift. Just
Oh, yeah,
Oh, those
single
are the
cab.
best.
Single cab.
I
Great,
like those.
great
Those
truck.
are the
Yeah,
best.
those are cool cars.
He used to pick me and my ex-girlfriend up
Trucks.
from school in single cab, right? So we're sharing a seat.
Squishy.
Yeah. Well, there was one
Little-
time we were going home or we're going somewhere and we're going down Brown Road. And you know
Was
that
it bench-
fucking
bench
that
seats?
fucking I
Like an
don't
old
think
one
I don't
bench
think it
seats?
was. I think
Oh,
it was
okay.
the bucket seats.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it had the thing in the middle. So anyways, we're going down Brown Road, which is like a rally cross track.
Yeah.
You know, when you think about it. And stick shift, right? He's eating a Subway sandwich.
Jared. He's just fucking pounding a
I love
Jared.
it. Hold on. Yeah.
And we're doing like 85,
Yeah.
right? Me and her are tangled mess trying to not die with one seatbelt. And he's not a care in the world, just like, you guys want some of this cold cut trio? No? Just shifting, doing his thing. You know, doing whatever. And we're just up against the glass and moving around. And he's just, yep, yep, yep.
Maybe you don't give your brother enough credit now I think about it.
Look, as
He
crazy
did- he
as it
did.
is, we're not dead.
We are not. And he did help out. I never think about it that way.
You know what? Now that you say that,
Do you know what I'm saying?
you're right. He didn't need to pick us up.
No.
He didn't need to take us home. He didn't need to take you home.
No, not at all.
You were way out of the way.
Yeah, way out of the fucking way. That's like
You know what?
45 minutes. Give
Next
him a
time,
call.
yeah. Next time you see my brother, hey man,
Hey man, thanks.
thanks for taking Wally
Yeah, yeah,
home
yeah.
for no reason all the time.
Sometimes
20
you just
minutes
gotta
out of the
look
road.
back.
Yeah.
You just gotta fucking look back, man.
Good times. I was saying something else. Now I don't remember.
You know who I take home often?
Oh, geez, who?
Not as much anymore. This guy.
Oh, I bet.
Nah.
It was bad. It was bad for a while.
I'll bet.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Sometimes you can have fun, but if you know your limit, that's good because you can say, "I need a ride
No,
home."
Sean would tell me we'd get halfway through a night and he'd be like, "Hey man, hey, ride home."
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got you.
Nothing wrong with that. The problem when you go, "No, I'm good,"
Yeah, exactly.
and I've had that a lot with people. And I'm like, "No, you're not," and they're
Yeah.
like, "No, I'm fine." I'm like, "Okay, I tried."
I know that's the scary thing. People are like, "I'm okay, I'm God," and then like they just get in the car and you're like, "I
Nope.
don't want to see this."
Not to name names, but I have somebody who lives very close to me,
Yeah,
who used to be in a band with me, who would go, "I'm fine," clearly not fine, and I was
Right.
like, "Okay, we're going to the same fucking place. I'll drive you home."
one eye open.
Yep.
Yeah,
Not my problem.
Now you're open.
Can we talk about the soundtrack in this movie real quick?
Oh yes,
Jefferson Airplane.
so fucking good.
Not
Not
only
even that, like
there's-
90s jams.
Yeah, it doesn't fit, but it fits. You know what I mean? Like there's a couple Alice in Chains songs I think in here or something like that, or like those style songs,
There was some deep fucking alt rock
Yeah.
90s cuts,
which
grunge rock.
they don't
cuts.
feel like they would be in this movie,
Let's see
but
what's on
work.
this. Let's see
Yeah.
what exactly is in here.
Yeah.
Even the soundtrack or the song at the end of the movie that's playing in the credits, I was like, this is a banger, but it don't fit the Cable Guy.
What's the? I have to go back
Excuse
and
me.
look. I have to go back and look what the soundtrack is.
He's looking it up right now.
I'm doing it right now.
Was it one of those things too, like when they tried to market the soundtrack too? Remember, like in the '90s, like the '90s, they tried to market everything. There was like, it's like they had like
Oh yeah, you got to have
a
this and that.
soundtrack
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
movie. A
Oh,
t-shirt.
Silverchair.
Yeah, that was it. That was probably what it
Silverchair,
was,
isn't it?
yeah.
Oh, they're not gonna let me play it. Never mind. Sorry.
Tomorrow.
So love. Yeah, there's definitely all this filters in here.
Oh, that's what. During the basketball scene, they're playing the "Hey man,
White
nice
Zombie,
shot."
More Than Human. That's a big one. There's one up top too. There was a. Where was it? Cracker, Cypress Hill,
Cypress
Wait
Hill.
a
Last
minute.
Assassin.
You
Is,
know what? I think I'm gonna buy all
is
the
Nice
best.
Shot in this one?
Yeah, it was.
Hey, man,
it was.
Nice Shot?
Yeah, because it was during
Yeah.
the basketball scene.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's like
Right.
I was like, that's
And then
such
when
a-
he grabs the rebound and starts going around is when the song kicks in.
that's such a gnarly song.
It really is.
I didn't realize that was 95. I thought that was a later song.
No, that was early.
Yeah.
90s. And it's funny. That song's about his dad.
I thought it was about Cobain.
No,
Ah.
somebody made it about that.
Oh.
That's fucked up.
Who
Hey,
made
man,
it?
Nice
Did-
Shot.
Is it what's his face?
Because he's shooting. at
Yeah,
Brady.
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Make sure you get your whole head in front of the
So
shotgun.
Howard Stern. Howard Stern always did that shit.
He did.
This
Yeah.
song's about this, and the guy's like, "No, it's about shitting
Right.
upside down."
Right. I always think about Club Dread. You guys ever see Club Dread?
Oh yeah.
Years
And
ago.
Coconut Pete. And they're just like, what did this song mean? Like, they're talking about lyrics. And they're like, what did this song mean? He's like, I don't fucking know, man. I don't even remember writing the album.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It's so good.
Dude, that's like one of my favorite quotes is when they're talking to what was the guy that did Tarzan? Fuck.
Brandon Fraser?
No. It was the wrote the
newer-
music. They wrote the music. Tarzan.
Phil Collins.
Phil Collins.
They were interviewing Phil Collins, and they were like, "All right, so how do you come up with the words to end air tonight?" And they have all these things that they're trying to insinuate. He's like, "Nah, man, just random words.
Right. Yeah.
It just came to me, random words." He said, and he said, "It's not thematic whatsoever."
Yeah, they're like,
I
"You
can
coming in
feel
the air."
it.
What do you
Just
mean
words
coming?
that came to him.
What do you mean coming in the air? I don't fucking know. What do you think I
30
meant?
miles an hour,
Right,
just
right.
fucking.
Speaking of,
Yeah.
Does
And he
anyone
does
know
it
if
at
that's
the
the
end. What?
that is actually from Star Trek? Does anyone know if that's actually from Star Trek?
I
it
don't
has
know.
to be because
It
he's
has
like,
to.
we got to fight to
I
death.
gotta
Only one
fucking
man
look it
can
up.
leave.
Yeah.
We're best friends.
I like when he does somebody to love.
Yeah. Dude,
And he
I-
goes,
The funny thing is he's singing that way the whole time, and looking at it now and listening to it now, all I hear is what's his face? Who's the biggest rapper right now? White guy. Bud Light sponsorship.
Post Malone.
Yeah, that's all I can think about. That's how Post
Yeah.
sounds like. Like he's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
when he's singing. And I was like, Jim Carrey did it. You're stealing from Jim Carrey.
Greg was doing because we started doing one of the Post Malone songs, and he was like, "Bowden, but you."
Right, 'cause it's- yeah.
it's like, but he apparently does that with his voice. Like he just has that. Like
Yeah.
he just sings like, "Yeah."
It's funny. For people who are going to listen to this and go to Tiki Bar opening, what time do you guys play?
Tiki Bar is 3 p.m. I think 4:20.
I think it's 2. Maybe
So
we
here's
show up
the
at
thing.
2. It's 2 or 3.
Here's
one or
the
other.
thing. On Tiki Bar's website, Facebook, whatever, it says you guys are playing at 4 o'clock. Then they made a post the other day that says 2 o'clock. Now you're saying 3 o'clock. What fucking time?
Ooh,
I don't know.
show up at 2 and start drinking, and then you find out. See if you show up at 2 and you're there.
All right, cool. Because I might be there. I don't know. Maybe.
I can get a hold of Greg will figure it out. I always trust Greg's post because Greg will usually confirm if he's not sure. So like he'll always his times
Somebody
are
to love.
usually
Sorry.
like,
All right. Favorite part or scene in The Cable Guy?
Oh,
I found the Star Trek thing. He gets cut with the fucking.
Yeah.
You think he does it? You think he does it?
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, come
he's
on.
doing the horns.
That's great. That's
Yeah.
fucking perfect.
Dude, they're fighting with the same fucking
that's what I'm
thing.
saying.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
the same shit. Confirmed.
God damn it.
Jim
Now
Carrey.
YouTube's gonna pull it
Confirmed.
down because that's got some copyright.
There's no way they're pulling that down.
They're not taking our 30,000 views down. Come on, bro.
Come on, bro. No, that was like 5 seconds. Favorite scene. My favorite
it's
scene is
kinda-
definitely the basketball scene where he's doing the sprints. That one just got me.
So that's what I wrote down too. Is when he's got
That's
to
mine,
warm
but I'll
up.
pick it- I'll pick
But
that
then when
one.
he's done and he comes back, he's like, "All right, let's play." And he like
Yeah.
tries to high five everybody, but just hits them. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that scene is
Fucking play.
just it's so gold, and it's like I'd forgotten because I haven't seen it in years.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
just forgot that was in there, and I'm just dying laughing. I laugh out loud,
Well,
vigorously.
him coming in with the 2 basketballs too is kind of funny.
right, yeah,
Because where was he?
Oh, didn't expect to see you guys here.
Right.
Yeah.
Fucking gymnasium. Like he's working out with basketballs in the
which
other
is
room.
weird because he's clearly watching this guy the whole time.
Yeah.
And it doesn't show that.
Well, hold on. On that part, you could be like, all right,
No.
he was there. Oh, I didn't see you guys here. Whatever. Oh, what's up, Steven?
I'm not going to play the
Sorry,
happenstance.
Steven.
There's parts with this
Steven.
where he's there or
Yeah.
he already knows what's happening. So you had to been listening into conversations.
Yes.
Like when it comes to like parents' house scenes and stuff like that. They could be premeditated because he's pretty smart.
Yeah.
You got to give him credit, but a lot of that's him fucking spying and just listening in.
Penis.
Yeah. Penis.
What was that? Secret word is penis.
Favorite scene. That's mine. I'll just say that right
It's
now.
pretty good.
If
I'm not
if
saying that
can't-
to my mother.
If I can't do basketball, I'm doing that
But
one.
also, like, his parents are great. Like, they're in it. They want to play. They're having a great time. Like, that whole scene, like,
Yeah.
play it as
it feels
he's...
real almost.
Well, but I'm saying
right?
play it as he's not a psychopath in there, and obviously and you're on Matthew Broderick's side. If you're not, you're like, yo, what the fuck, dude? Like, we're all having a great time.
I'm
Yeah.
very disappointed.
And he just punches him right in the face, like, oh my God, what are you doing? She showed me her birthmark or whatever.
Oh God.
So good. Favorite, sorry, we did that. Any what the fuck moments for you?
I already told you about the what the fuck bathroom scene.
Yeah.
On the news, like I didn't.
It comes out of nowhere, but also you got to have it.
Yeah. It just makes it funnier.
Right,
It makes it more
right.
funny, right?
Also, you know what the fuck being Owen Wilson is that guy, and he's a dick, right? Like, what's
Yeah.
taking so long with the chicken?
yeah.
Like, wow, what's taking so long with the chicken? No,
A
I can't do
weird. I don't remember which part of the movie. I think it's past the mid portion of it. They're on the phone with each other, and he's finally fed up with Jim
it.
Jim Carrey,
Yeah.
and the close up is just of his face during the phone conversation.
Oh, when he calls him thinking that he's like his girlfriend or whatever, right?
That was the only
Yeah.
part in this movie I was like, okay, Jim's fucking good. Like he's definitely
Oh,
good.
yeah.
I'm laughing and believing it most of the time, but that's where I actually saw him acting. I was like, oh, this guy's fucking, he's got it.
Well, that's another thing too. Like Jim Carrey's so good at this that like you're not really thinking he's acting.
He feels like let me reword what I said. He
Sure.
feels like a character the whole movie, except for that little part. He felt like he was really
Oh, I get what you're saying.
engrossed
Like he
in
was
whatever that was.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like creepy 24-hour photo-ish monologue
Yeah.
kind of portion of it.
Well, I like how he gives the spiel at the beginning to Matthew Broderick's character about how, you could do this or do that or whatever, but then he gives the same spiel to his girlfriend.
At the end of the
Right.
movie. Yeah.
Verbatim.
Verbatim.
So how many people has he done this to?
Yeah.
Is he a serial killer?
We don't know. Yeah.
Could be.
And it's weird because
Could be.
we were trying to like define what he is or what kind of maybe illness he had, right? But a lot of the people that have that illness have problems reacting to emotions a specific way. But
Correct, yeah.
he feels horribly in tune
Yeah.
with
Oh,
all
yeah.
of the emotions. So
Well, I don't think he's
I think he's just inept
Yeah.
socially. He hasn't spent time. He's just reacting to it.
Well, I like how with the helicopter they showed the light on him, and he's like, "Oh, it's a spotlight."
Yeah,
and now
yeah.
he's acting right, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Mother," he's talking all that shit, and you're like, "Wait a second, is he
Yeah.
finally coming out and saying what he truly feels, or is he acting in that moment because
Yeah.
he's a character and all he knows to do is make scenes?" You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
You don't think that deep about a cable guy.
I want to talk about one part, and it's the Waterworld part.
I love
For
that
you,
fucking movie. I just
Because
watched it again, by the way.
What did he say there when he drowns him afterwards? He's like, "I thought it was pretty good." Like, it's so funny.
Look,
Kevin Costner, Waterworld.
everybody
Yeah.
dislikes Waterworld. I just watched it last week.
It's pretty good.
That's how much I love
pretty good.
Waterworld.
I didn't
part
know
of it-
that. You're a secret Waterworld fan.
Yeah, well, part
He
of it,
loves
I went
Waterworld.
and saw it at Universal Studio in California
Yeah.
before I saw the movie.
Oh, you saw
So-
the ride? The
Yeah,
ride or
yeah.
whatever?
Well, it's a show,
Well, this
right?
wasn't a ride. Yeah, it was like the
there's-
water show.
They
Yeah.
have the smokers on jet skis flying off. He's jumping
That's
off
cool.
a big shit. I remember being a little kid going, "Oh yeah, that and Jaws were my two favorite rides."
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, "This is the best.
yeah.
This is the best." And then
Little
almost
Wally.
immediately afterwards, I saw Waterworld. It's just,
Bam.
I call it the Fifth Element effect because the Fifth Element did the same thing to me. I saw, the big alien plane in the Fifth Element that crashes in the
Yes.
very beginning.
Yes.
They had that on the back of an 18-wheeler, and they were driving it through Ridgecrest, California, when my dad was stationed out there. And I saw it, and I was like, "Oh, that's crazy! That's so cool!" And then, sure enough, like a year and a half later, I catch Fifth Element on the TV, and that thing is there, and I'm like, oh, this is awesome. Part of the reason that's my favorite movie of all time. It just fucking
'Cause you saw
hits
it.
right home.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it just hits home.
Wow.
It's a cool. I will say this. It's a cool sentiment that like, hey, I saw this in real life,
Yeah,
and then I
especially
watched
as a
the movie.
kid.
Did you see it before seeing the movie?
Both these incidents, I saw the
Prop.
pieces first.
Pieces first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's same with
So-
Jaws.
Yeah,
And
so,
I loved Jaws was too much for me to handle as a kid though. The
Oh, yeah.
Jaws ride at Universal Studios as a kid was fucking terrifying.
Yeah. I
'Cause
bet.
they-
boathouse.
They
Yeah.
brought you into the fucking subway or whatever too, where
Yeah.
the train and shit, everything's filling up. It was crazy.
It's earthquake.
Oh wait, yeah. Well, that
and then there's a shark.
no, no.
There's a shark.
Shark earthquake.
Yeah.
the,
Don't worry,
Hold on.
I'll show you the
Yeah,
home
yeah, yeah.
videos I have.
no. I don't want to see it. I want to relive
So
it.
there's
I was
three.
genuinely
no,
creeped out by it.
No, you're right. So in California, it was the tram tour where they went through different things.
Yes.
So you would've went through
100%. You can go to
Jaws?
the old Western.
Yeah. You would have went through
okay.
that. You would have went to Earthquake. You would have went through Jaws. You would have went through King Kong.
I was really
and all
confused
that.
for
Yeah,
a
yeah.
second. I was
No,
like,
no,
wait,
you're
hold
fine,
on.
you're
I
fine.
remember being fucking terrified.
So in Florida, they had separate rides for all that. They never
Yes.
had the tram tour in Florida. They had that in California.
I have great memories that weekend, but final memory, and I'll let us get on to it. But I remember,
Get on to it.
I think it was this one or maybe the following year, that Vin Diesel's XXX movie
Oh, dude, yeah.
was coming
Oh,
out.
wow.
I know this story.
And I'm sitting there, and it's all family. I'm with family waiting to get on the ride. It might have been like the Mummy,
Sure.
Yeah.
that Mummy ride that it was, and we're all sitting there waiting in line.
Emo
And I see a billboard that says XXX movie, and I had seen previews for it, and I was like, Grandma, I was like, I want to go see a XXX movie, and she looks at me like terrified.
Oh.
She looks at me
He wants
mortified.
to see the vaginas.
And then she gets really quiet. She walks up to my Aunt Tammy, who's a verbose one in the family. She's the one that played in Vixen. She was in the band Vixen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And she walks up to my Aunt Tammy and she whispers in her ear. And then my Aunt Tammy confronts me because she doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
She doesn't give two shits. She's like, why would you tell your grandma you want to go see a XXX movie? And I was like, because it's good. And I point to the side.
Yeah.
I
It's
point
Vin
to the
Diesel.
side, and she just starts laughing hysterically and tells my grandma. It was a really funny thing. Really wholesome. Very, very wholesome.
Is your
Very
Aunt Tammy still
wholesome.
around?
Yeah. So when we opened for Vixen, full circle,
Look at you.
we opened
You were there.
for Vixen in OC, and I called my Aunt Tammy. She still hates them with
Hates.
her core.
Passion.
Oh,
That
wow.
singer that's still there, that's carrying the torch because it's the only one left.
Yeah.
When my Aunt Tammy got
Sorry.
let go from the band, she got fired. She got the
Oh.
fucking boot. That singer took my Aunt Tammy's guitar and kept it.
Wow.
Never gave it back.
What a
Yeah, yeah.
bitch.
And I'm on the phone maybe a month before I get there, just talking to my Aunt Tammy about it, and she tells me the whole story. And she is still fucking pissed. Funny, she still gets royalties.
That's good. Good for her.
Good.
Yeah, for their music. Like, she also gets discounts at Guitar Center for having radio hits. I thought
Dude,
that was
how
pretty wild.
badass would that be? Walking in because you know,
I know, right?
you know, random people aren't going to know what she looks like.
No one knows.
Right?
No one knows
So-
who she is.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
right?
So you
But
can
it's
go
the fact
in
that
there.
she was in a big band that's kind of wild.
You can go into Guitar Center, sit down, and just start playing something, right? And
Yeah.
somebody, hey, do you need any help? No, I'm good.
Yeah.
And then just start playing some like a Vixen song or something that you
Yeah.
made that's wild, and somebody would be like, "Oh, that's a cool, whatever." Yeah, I fucking wrote it. I'll take this with my 80% discount.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Imagine.
That would be awesome.
That'd be so cool.
That would be fucking.
It's in-game
That's
shit, man.
that
In-game shit.
is-
That's the dream.
That's the dream.
That's the dream, man.
Yeah, who fucking cares about like the ogling and all the other craziness, the
Yeah.
fan stuff?
I'll just take a Guitar Center discount.
yeah, you're just like, oh
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Just
That's
give
where
me
it's
it
at.
for free. Right? I'm an artist for Ibanez, so I get this guitar for free. Suck my dick,
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Speaking of that, the fun facts of the fucking.
That does sound like the beginning to Eye of the Tiger. The yeah.
Down, down,
Yeah.
down. I'm gonna add that. I'm definitely gonna add that now to that.
You're like,
Just
what
a
the fuck?
Start having a seizure. Like, ah.
While filming of the scene in which the cable guy plays basketball, it became obvious that Jim Carrey could barely dribble a basketball, never mind make a basket.
He did seem kind of
so
white.
funny.
Ben
Yeah.
Stiller had Carey mime the action without a ball, and visual effects added the basketball in post-production.
No way. I never do that.
I watched it today knowing that, and I went,
Was it
holy
obvious then?
shit, you can see it.
That's a fake basketball.
But
Oh.
if you're not looking for it, you'll never know.
96.
So they had to go in and digitally put in
So
a
he's
freaking
just like-
basketball.
I wonder if they filmed that they filmed it in mind, like, hey, we should probably not
That's what they're saying.
make basketball center focus kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh, so there's not
You
a
know
lot
how
of
you-
scenes
you know
that
how-
he's dribbling.
Yeah, Jurassic Park, like, let's make it at nighttime,
Right.
and let's do this to make it so
Exactly.
it's not
Yeah,
as obvious. You know?
Right.
The scene at Medieval Times where the cable guy asks for Steven's chicken skin and then performs his The Silence of the Lambs impression was
Yes.
not scripted. During one take, Jim Carrey
Clarice.
asked for the skin out of nowhere. Director Ben Stiller loved that moment and decided to keep it in the film. Matthew Broderick's reaction and his laugh as Carrey was doing the impression are genuine.
You could see him cracking up.
Yeah.
So if you
can
watch
see
him,
cracking
that's
up,
the
too.
only time that I was saying he's literally laughing and smiling at him.
Right.
And it is funny because Clarice,
Yeah.
Damn.
the silence of the lambs.
Yeah.
I was watching an interview. Who's Gordon in the old Batman, the Nolan Batmans? Who's
Yes.
Commissioner Gordon? Who is that? Who's that
Commissioner
actor?
Gordon, I
Fifth
don't know.
Element guy. I can't think of his name. The bad guy.
Yeah.
Everyone.
I'm drawing a
can-
blank.
I can-
Anyways, while you're looking
Sure.
it up, I'll tell the story. So they're doing an interview. I guess it's a spotlight interview on him. He's telling the story about how Nolan is
Gary
as a
Oldman.
director. Yeah,
Oh,
Gary Oldman.
We're
God.
idiots. We're idiots.
Ah.
He's telling about his favorite directors
Yeah.
and what a director should do. And he was saying how Nolan really just had outlines and he was like leaving it up to the actors to do a lot, not necessarily improvising a ton of lines, but like acting in their own way, knowing what's supposed to be done. And he filmed a bunch of scenes for a specific scene, a single scene, and he didn't get it quite right. And he said the best direction that he's ever received was from Christopher Nolan. And Christopher Nolan told him, he's like, there's more at stake.
Oh.
And then he backed up and they reshot the scene. He's like, that's the best guidance a director's ever given me.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah. I was like, that's
let's-
fucking cool, man.
yeah.
Imagine Christopher Nolan just coming up to you and going, there's more at stake than that.
But
And just
also,
fucking
you
back
gotta-
into the mist. The darkness.
but also you got to think like at that point in his career, Gary Oldman is the man.
Dude, gigantic. He's big, larger than life when
Right.
it comes to acting.
So then you have Christopher Nolan, who's like good, big at that time, but still a little like younger and not as expertise.
He's big, but not as big
That's what
as
I'm
he
saying.
is
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
So you have him telling Gary Oldman that, and Gary Oldman was like,
Yeah.
all right,
There's a lot more at stake.
that's big, that's big, that's big, that's big. That's
What if,
big.
Oh,
what
that's
if he was on like a wheelchair or something and just like rolled out? There's more at stake.
It's like a train track and it just
Yeah.
happened to be there at the right time.
That's funny. We weren't going to use this, but now we are.
He trolleys that fucking cartoon.
Yeah. There's more at
Sorry.
stake here.
Oh,
Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
Anyways.
Jim Carrey was paid $20 million for his
Ah,
work
I
in this
fucking-
film.
So almost half
more
the budget.
than half, right?
The budget
Was
was
it
like
40?
50, right? 50?
42.
Oh, so about
Oh,
half.
literally half.
The highest payday
God
for an
damn.
actor in Hollywood at this time. Matthew Broderick, however, was only paid $2 million.
Oh.
Think
Holy
about this for a second,
crap.
though. $2 million is still a lot of money.
Do you
to
think
be
that's
in a movie?
You think that's open knowledge? Like during negotiation? No way. There's no way.
If I was Matthew Broderick and I am the main character of this movie,
I'd
And
be
I'm getting-
pissed.
and I'm
Maybe
getting,
that's why he's pissed.
what is $2 million to 20?
2 million
10 times less.
10%.
10 times less. You would be fucking mad and probably do the
Yeah.
exact same way of acting that he did in this movie. Let's
Yeah.
be real. He wasn't
Monotone.
doing very
Just
much.
send it
Nah,
in.
yeah.
He's like, I'm just gonna send it
It
in.
just seemed like a job. It just seemed like a job.
Right.
Didn't seem like a passion thing.
Where Jim
or anything
Carrey's like,
Yeah. Meanwhile,
I'm so glad that's in an actual Star Trek episode,
Right.
by the way.
So when Jim Carrey was negotiating this $20 million salary for the film, he insisted that his attorney and 2 managers all wear Ace Ventura dressing gowns so as not to lose their sense of perspective.
Oh, fucking man.
what?
So hey, you know what he wears? Like the fucking the shirts that are
Yeah.
goofy and whatever, and
Yeah.
a wife beater.
He
wear
made,
that.
he made his lawyers
wear that while you're negotiating my $20 million.
Honestly,
Hilarious.
kind of eccentric, but awesome.
Weird, but cool.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a flex.
I feel like Jim Carrey's the fucking man. I feel like any serious event, he's done such a good job of just being wacky.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like almost any interview you see or award ceremony.
There was a
What-
weird thing that happened with Kesha, I think, who came up and tried to hug
Oh,
him.
that he got a lot of spiel for that.
Yeah, and he was just like, I don't know, you don't hug me.
Yeah.
But also, think about this. He's right.
Yeah, don't touch me.
Yeah.
Just
Shoes
because
on
I'm
the other foot, baby.
just because I'm famous and you're famous doesn't give you the right to hug me without my permission.
Who's the one that kissed Cameron Diaz? Wasn't there someone that kissed like
Okay. Chris
like
Isaac.
reverse? Yeah,
Chris Isaac.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
the next year, or I think it was in the same
Yeah, yeah,
thing, Jim Carrey. Oh no, that's what it was. So Cameron Diaz and Chris Isaac were presenting an award or something for Jim Carrey, and he tried to kiss Cameron Diaz as like a joke. So Jim Carrey comes up and tries to kiss Chris Isaac and literally kisses him on the lips like, "Here you go, motherfucker."
Beautiful,
Dude,
beautiful.
genius.
Oh, because Chris Isaac had kissed.
Tried to, and
Tried-
she's like,
It's a shoe on the other
she's
foot
like,
thing.
don't,
Yeah.
trying to be, because again, you're on camera, like, don't.
Yeah.
I don't want you to sexually assault me on
I
camera.
want to go back and watch that. That's good. I'm gonna try to
Shoes
find
on the
the
other
footage.
foot, baby. How you gonna react?
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
wild. It's
double
wild.
standard.
Oh, too bad you're kissing the man now.
Yeah. Too bad.
And also, good on Jim Carrey. Like, think about that. That's your co-star from a movie. That's someone that you probably don't care about, but also you're seeing being sexually
I can
assaulted in a public thing.
Right.
Fuck you, guy. I'm putting it on you.
To turn this on another note,
Take
I
this
think
tone.
if Jim Carrey tried to kiss any three of us, we'd hold him in tight.
Oh, we're
Yeah.
keep going. Let's.
Bring it hip to hip,
I'm
baby.
taking you home with me.
There's like a handful of like
Bring it in,
people
Ace.
I want to meet. There's like a handful of people I want to meet, and like I want to meet Jim Carrey like at some autograph thing. I don't know when. There's like a handful of people I would always want to meet, and he's on the list.
I feel like Sean's sorry, I don't mean to interrupt.
No,
that's
but
it. He's on the list.
Eternal Spotlight, Sunshine,
Spotless.
Mine.
Yeah,
What is
yeah.
that movie?
Eternal Sunshine for the Spotless Mind.
Yeah.
Do you like that movie?
I may have seen some of it. I don't know if it's all-
Watch it.
I've
You would really like
I
it.
tried doing some profiling, but I failed.
It's,
I figured you'd be a guy that like
So it's a serious type movie where Jim Carrey's not being funny, but he is kind of funny in it. But it's
It's a
also
love
kind of
story-ish
fucked up,
thing,
love
right?
story-ish.
Yeah.
It's a cerebral type movie where it's gonna fuck your brain up, and it's supposed
yeah,
to.
Yeah.
It's really good.
I know.
Really
it was
good.
one of those ones because sometimes you have to be in a mood for those kind of movies. You know what I
But
mean?
also as an older person,
Like Inception. It's like I would like to watch Inception, but it's like I watched it once. It's like it's a lot of work.
you're right. This movie, I don't think it's a lot of work because it does follow very closely to what's happening. So you're not
Okay.
having to guess what's going on. It's telling you.
but,
But
it's
it's-
rearranging universal shit right in front of you.
Yeah,
It's pretty wild.
It's worth watching as an adult.
Okay, here's a question. We're having some serious conversations. We're all Jim fans for the most part. I like me some
Oh.
Jim Carrey.
Love Jim Carrey.
Yeah. Where we live at with his movies? What do you guys really enjoy
So
when it comes to Jim and movies that you really
I
like?
mean, obviously.
Everyone has an opinion about this. That's why I'm asking.
So you're saying, like, what's your top movie?
You don't have to do favorite, but where does your soul live at with old Jimmy and the movies that he's done?
I don't think I've seen a movie that he's been in that I didn't like. I take it back. There's one. It's called I Love You, Philip Morris, and he is fucking the ass of Ewan McGregor, and they're showing it. And they're showing it very, very intensely. And I went, not for me.
Nice. No idea what that is. Never watched
Don't
it.
watch it. Don't.
Is it
watch
like If You Meet Your Heroes?
No,
You're
it's
gonna
not. It's
hate
not so, in no way am I saying this is bad, but it's them being very gay in a prison setting.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because they go to jail. Yeah. They
Oh,
go
it's
to
just
jail.
too much? Is it just
It's
too
just
much?
too much for me
I
to see.
rarely hear you say that.
It's just too much for me to see a guy who I appreciate in everything I've ever seen him do
Get demoralized.
railing another guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I was.
So he, no pun intended, he went in for this role. Are
you ever-
saying
have
he
you
went
ever-
in
have you
for
ever
this role?
seen-
Balls deep.
Hold on, how about this? Have you
He
ever
went in
s-
balls deep for this role.
Yeah.
Is what you're telling
Yeah.
me?
Have you ever seen me or said or heard me say I'm uncomfortable before?
No, well, not very rarely. I think.
That movie makes me uncomfortable. And I have no qualms with any type of person and what they do in their life, but that movie made me go, oh, no,
Ace.
not for me. Any other movie?
Yeah.
I love them.
What about you, Sean? Where you sit with old Jimmy?
I think same thing with Steve. I pretty much like everything he's in. There's probably very few that I was like iffy on. That I was always like,
I know you're a
you
big,
know,
big
on
fan
on
too.
the fence. Yeah,
I was Jim Carrey from
trying to think.
1994 through 1998 in my life. My parents can tell you they hated this time because I literally just walked around as Ace Ventura.
See,
There's
same thing. I
someone on the wing.
I used to say I would say alrighty then all the time. Like alrighty then. Like that was me like 10 years old.
Something.
Like
That's
that
a
was,
that's a
that
different
was-
conversation, but I think everyone has a Jim
Yeah,
quote.
I would literally,
Yeah.
if somebody talked to me, I'd go like, I'm sorry, you were saying?
I had like a glove. Like anytime I
Like a
sat
glove.
down, like a glove.
Yeah, I love that.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
But no tops, no big ones, no stuff that hits home.
Dumb and Dumber. I watch Dumb and Dumber. I
can
literally
see
watch
that.
Dumb and Dumber probably every 6 months.
Yeah. See, I'm not a huge Dumb and Dumber guy, but I like the movie. I just feel like every time I watch it, it dilutes it a little for me because it's not what I want Jim to be. I want Jim to be Ace. You know what I mean? I want to see him being, I'm going to talk out of my butthole all the time.
There's
You know
like
what I mean? You have some
Yeah.
banaka?
there's like five movies I will turn on at any given point and I'll just watch them. Like if I'm ever just can't find something, I'll just like watch them. Like Interstellar is like that for me.
Really?
Oh, dude,
yeah.
Interstellar's great.
Interstellar.
Tars!
Yeah, Interstellar.
Come on, Tars!
Interstellar, The Martian, Dumb
Oh,
and
The Martian.
Dumber.
I like The Martian.
You know,
I'm a big space cadet.
Spaceballs,
Yeah.
Spaceballs, that kind of stuff. Like I'll just turn that on.
You ever seen Rocket Man?
Prometheus?
older one?
Prometheus.
So
I'll
good.
just turn
I love
Prometheus on.
Prometheus, yeah.
Did you ever play the SNES game based on it?
I'm talking about. You're talking about The Rocketeer. I'm
Oh,
talking
fuck.
about.
Did I do it again?
Yeah, I'm talking about Rocket Man with Harlan Williams,
Yes, I love that. That's such a good
where it
movie. He
balloons
farts-
up. He
yeah.
farts. It balloons
Oh,
up.
fuck. Okay. Yes.
Stupid ass movie. I love
it's
it.
so stupid.
I want to ask you one question about Prometheus real quick because this is like people
Like
who love
Aliens,
the
Prometheus.
movie.
Okay.
Prometheus.
Okay. Yeah.
Everyone goes, it's so dumb. They could have ran sideways when that ship was falling on them. In reality, that ship is so fucking big that it didn't matter where they ran; it was going to crush them.
Yeah.
But people bring that up as being the dumbest thing. Or they took their fucking helmets off in a place where they didn't know that they could breathe. They have fucking things telling them the air's good.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you take your shit
There's
off?
no issues with that. Yeah, I have no issues with that.
There's only one issue I have in that movie, and that guy like going, "Oh hey, look at this random weird snake thing, that's like a wild creature alien thing."
Hello, my baby. Hello, my
Hi.
darling. Hello,
Yeah.
my hot
Oh,
dog.
it's fine. It's fine. Hey, how you doing? Like,
Did you get
okay.
the fish?
I know.
right?
I know.
Dude, Truman Show and
Okay, that's where
Truman
I was gonna
Show's
go to.
great.
Truman Show and Liar. I'm torn between Truman.
Oh,
and it's two
Liar.
versions of Jim that they're completely different, right? So
I would
There's
really, really
something-
like a continuance.
yeah, there's something about him living in a really good story
Yeah.
and doing really good acting, and
Yeah.
then him doing what he's a specialty at, which is his comedy.
Yeah.
Those two I can't pick. There's like two babies, two of my kids. I love
Well,
those
the
two movies.
really cool thing about Truman Show is he's not trying to be funny in them.
No, he is. He's just he can't help himself sometimes,
But
which is a
what-
problem and awesome all at the same time.
That's what the thing is when you watch that as an adult, it's a different movie as a child too, right? Like
Oh, yeah.
you're just like, oh, this is cool, whatever. But then as an adult, you're like, wow, he's trapped in this, and like this is fucked up.
Yeah, birth to end. Imagine that
also-
TV show.
Oh,
Imagine
yeah.
that as a TV show, like
it
real.
Would, it would be awesome, but
That's
also
the
I
concept.
fucked up.
sometimes would think about that. Like, what if my life was a TV show? And then I sometimes think
Then you realize you're just self-centered as fuck,
I'd
right?
You get-
I'd be like, this would be really boring. Like if someone was
But
watching a TV
but
show
is
with
it?
me,
That's the question about
I
that.
don't know.
But is
I
it?
got a lot of drama in my life. It would be a great TV show.
Imagine being that
9 to 5,
locked
I'm at a
in.
computer like this. It's like just like typing da da da. I'm like,
Who's
okay,
watching? Who's
like,
watching?
Who's
that?
watching me just type emails? You
But
know?
it's-
Someone.
It's pushed too. He gets pushed in directions. He's getting pushed
Right.
most of
Yeah,
his childhood.
Yeah.
Good evening, good afternoon, and good,
Good
night.
night. In case I don't see it, good evening, what is it? Good evening, good afternoon, and good night.
Beautiful.
What a good movie.
Best.
A scene from Play Misty for Me can be seen on the television near the beginning of the movie in which Clint Eastwood is stalked by a psychotic clinger.
Oh, that's a
Nice.
callback for foreshadowing.
Yeah. So that movie in which they're showing him as a child, he's watching that movie.
Oh shit!
Foreshadowing.
My last fun fact of the week. Chris Farley was originally cast as the cable guy.
Oh,
It's always Farley, man.
Yes, I remember
Shrek.
this.
This. What else was it?
A lot of stuff.
But he
He's
passed.
auditioning for a ton of
Nope.
stuff.
But Farley had signed a 2-picture deal with Paramount Pictures after being cast in Tommy Boy, and he now owed them one more movie, Black Sheep. The
Yes.
studio was very adamant about him doing Black Sheep, but he was actually more interested in doing this film. He was being offered $3 million for the role, which was a huge amount for him as opposed to Black Sheep, where he'd only be paid just under $1 million. As Farley was going through early pre-production on the film, somehow Jim Carrey had gotten the script and suddenly expressed interest in doing this film. Sony dropped Farley and offered Carrey $20 million to star in the film, the highest payday for an actor at this point. As for Farley,
Damn.
Paramount
Big dick.
exercised his option, demanding his commitment to Black Sheep. Sony, though, did pay Farley off for the cable guy.
Oh shit! So he bitched and moaned. They were like, "Here's some money."
Well, they were probably like, "Hey, we pretty much cast you. We did pre-production. We did all this. Yeah, take this money.
Awesome.
Go snort all
Do you
that."
think?
Awesome.
Do you think somewhere? Do you think
Severance.
someplace in a vault lives footage of him reading lines?
Maybe
Like
because there is Shrek.
there's-
Shrek is done.
He did the whole thing.
He
right?
did the whole. Well, he did 98% or something. Of it.
I'd love to see it.
Me
I don't
too.
care if it ruins it. I'd love to see
The,
it.
the only weird part is he's doing it as himself.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
not doing a Irish accent.
Well, that's what
right?
Mike Myers did.
Mike
too.
Myers
he
did
filmed
the same
whole
thing. He recorded
And he
the
was
whole
like, "Nope,
thing,
Scottish."
and they didn't want to do it. So he said, "I will pay for myself to go into the recording studio and redo it," and they did, and it worked.
Slapped.
Right.
Hid. Shrek 2, one
on
of
his
the highest
pillow.
grossing
It's
fucking
wild. It's fucking wild.
animated movies of all time.
Right.
Huh?
It's because of All Star.
Shrek 2.
Shrek 2 is like
Oh,
over
yeah.
$1 billion.
It's ridiculous.
That's insane.
Yeah,
I think
imagine.
it's like $912 million at the box office.
Do you think back then they were negotiating percentages instead of flat rates?
If they were smart, yes.
Mm.
Because the only percentage story I hear is about Junior, Robert Downey, right?
Yeah, because he was just like,
There's
look,
got to be more.
what's wild to think about that is how it could have gone bad.
Yeah.
Right,
If it
because
didn't fucking pan
He
out.
didn't know if Iron Man was going to be like, you don't know. Iron Man was still, that was the first Marvel made movie
Right.
under
Right.
Marvel Studios.
Was
and they
he-
were just like, I'll take a percentage instead of money.
I got a question. Maybe you know.
Bro. Yep.
Was his percentage
Bro.
based inside anytime his face showed up
No,
on
it was,
in the MCU, or was it only
it was
as
the movies that he starred in. So if he was in 5 minutes of a movie, if he was in the Incredible Hulk at the end
just
for a
starred
second,
in quotes?
he gets a percentage
That's
of
crazy. It was like 7%,
that. Something crazy.
6-7%.
Even if it's 5%.
And then you go on making billions of dollars. It's obscene.
Yeah.
That is obscene.
Wow.
That's called fuck you money.
And if you think about it,
Yeah,
he
dude.
was in
How many
probably
movies? How many movies?
4 out of the 6 highest grossing MCU movies.
You know what's crazy? He probably didn't even make $1 billion from all that.
He's probably
maybe not out of the
he's probably
movies,
not
but-
a billionaire, but
No.
he's close.
Oh yeah,
He's got to
probably.
be close.
Which is crazy to think about because $1 billion is a lot of
Dude,
money.
he's great.
He's no Taylor Swift. You
He's
know?
not.
He's a good. I went and
What's
watched
the-
Oppenheimer recently.
It's
and,
amazing.
and
Great
he's
movie.
hidden in there, and you're
It's
like,
amazing.
you look a couple times, and you're like, oh shit, he pulled the Lex Friedman thing. It's like, oh
He's
fuck,
not. He's not. Robert Downey Jr. is not hidden in that.
What's
movie.
the
he's not
Lex- what's
hidden,
the
but
Lex-
he's
he's like the
makeup
second-
up. He's got
he's-
a big fucking nose and shit.
Yeah, but he's the second.
He's not hidden. I'm just saying he's
Oh.
fucking. He's not Robert Downey in that movie. He's
well, they got.
he's
okay,
playing
I
what's
got-
his
I got-
face?
yeah, yeah, I
He's
got
all
you.
makeuped up and fucking nosed up. Go look at him. He doesn't.
I don't think he's
You
got
can
a
see it in
nose.
his eyes. That's
I
about
think they
it.
took his
He's
hair
got
off
gray
and stuff,
hair.
yeah.
I knew it was him the second I saw him. What are you
Right.
talking
I
about?
am not saying literally.
Like they put a big old nose. Like, hey, look at this
He's got a
fucking guy.
strange
Bobo the crowd.
nose
Yeah.
on, and he's got a unibrow.
He's got a uner. He's got a uner.
He's got an eye patch and
I
a
got
parrot
you.
on his shoulder.
Final decisions out of 10. What would we give the cable guy? I'm going Wally first.
I'm gonna go a solid. I'm gonna go 6.9.
6.9. Nice.
Yeah. I don't think it's quite at 7 considering my other comedies, but I'm a fucking solid 6.9. This is good. I think Liar Liar,
Yep.
top tier for him, comedy wise, like straight comedy.
Oh yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of his shit's character driven, and I wouldn't just classify it in just a strict comedy
Yeah.
movie. I know you guys are big Ace Ventura.
I was gonna be Jose Canseco. I mean, like, it's so good.
Yeah, but those feel very character driven. Ace Ventura, The Mask,
Sorry.
The Claw.
I
Yeah.
love when Carrie Elwes does the claw. He's like,
Yeah.
claw's gonna get you. Claw's coming for you.
Here comes the claw.
And the
Here
kid
comes
is
the claw.
like, the fuck are you
It's so
doing?
good.
I
It's
think
so
he
good.
has some of the best hidden actor roles of all time. You will see him in a random episode of some HBO special.
Yeah.
Often. Like you're
just
like,
there.
what the fuck is he doing
Yeah.
there? What is Princess Bride doing here?
Just killing it.
Yeah, doing
Dude,
phenomenal.
I remember watching
Saw?
Yeah, I was just gonna say I remember watching the
Right? Like
first
the
Saw. I'm
fuck?
like, wait a second. That's not
Yeah.
the president.
Yeah.
But it is. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, he's in the whole fucking movie. This is
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's he always has
Yeah.
that hidden role, man.
He's good at it.
All right.
6.9.
6.9.
What do you got?
6.9.
I'm gonna
Damn, she's
say
fine.
Oh, also, sorry, I forgot to mention it because we're doing this newer type thing. Would you recommend it? Say it's a must watch or skip?
Oh, must watch.
okay. I'll say 7.25,
He had an extra-
7.259.
7.259.
Niner.
A niner. Put a
Pie.
niner on there.
Niner. And if you're a Jim Carrey fan, it's a must watch because I think it's important for his like story arc.
Sure.
So it's a must
Jim
watch for Jim
Carrey's
Carrey.
story.
Clarice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
7.259.
Niner
Niner on the end.
Over and
there.
out.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say this is a must-watch as well. I feel most people don't like this movie because at the time Jim Carrey was a fun, likable guy in every movie, and this time he's a weirdo that's kind of hard to like. But to me, this just shows his depth of an actor. The movie itself is a little uneven and the flow is up and down, but it's still a classic and will always be a great ride. Well, it's not a typical Jim Carrey comedy with wacky antics throughout. It gets the job done and is still enjoyable. 7.5 out of 10 for me.
Did you write that paragraph?
He does. He always preps.
Well written, Steve.
Thank you. I've always thought of, because I always write these at the end of these, I'm thinking like I should probably just put up my review on something to like, that's the review of the movie.
Sure. It's way better than mine.
Yeah.
I think there's
Thank
nice contrast
Okay.
when you let me go first.
Right.
And your educated one go last.
My educated guess.
Not enough fart jokes for me.
I'm shooting from the hip, baby.
Skip it.
Shoot
There's
from the hip.
no fart jokes. Skipping it.
No fart jokes.
No
Skip
fart
it.
So everyone got to recommend.
I said must watch.
Oh yeah,
You
must
said
watch.
must watch too.
Oh yeah.
You said
What
must
are the
watch
three ones?
for Jim Carrey. What, must watch, recommend, or skip.
Ah yes.
Right.
My baseline is would I tell my parents that this is a good idea to watch? Like, recommend or must watch for my parents?
Something.
Yeah.
Can't remember.
I think this. I tell my mom. I'd be like, yeah.
Sorry.
Oh Jesus.
That's sneeze.
Old man sneeze.
Jesus Christ. Anyways, next week is Tara's pick. It's not in yet, so
Jesus,
it's going to
Tara.
be in suspense until we get that. I do want to say thanks, Sean, for coming on.
Thank you.
Really appreciate you
Thanks
coming
for having me,
out.
Steve. Good
Yeah,
seeing you.
anytime.
Dude, you should be an Audible more often.
Yeah,
You do
Sure.
very well. You should do this.
you do very well.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
You do very well.
I try.
You be
I try.
diddling, you know.
You've
I
diddling.
try. I
He's a
try.
diddler.
He's the
I
diddler.
try.
Bear
I dabble.
backing on a bear.
I dabble a little bit.
Diddling on the roof.
He's the diddler on the roof. I like it. Yeah. If we ever need an extra seat, I'll give you a. Hey, you guy, what are you doing?
Sure. Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's not like you live super far away.
Dude, I'm right down the street.
Like 17 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's closer than all of us.
Actually, you're probably like 8 minutes.
Yeah, dude, I can just hop on my longboard and just kind of shred over here, bro.
Yeah, brah.
Just hop on my
like
longboard
it.
and just
I'm gonna be a little
bro.
late. I ate shit
like it.
into
We're gonna do-
ditch.
We're gonna do Johnny Tsunami next. Fuck Tara. I like it. Anyways, thanks guys for watching. Thanks for listening. If you are on the YouTubes, because apparently people are 30,000 views. What's up? Give us a like, give us a comment,
Clout.
give us a subscribe, maybe a thumbs up because they got that thing there.
Diddle up.
Diddle up. Bear backing on a bear
Just
is gonna happen.
make
That's
sure
the
hit
next
that-
T-shirt that's coming out.
Make
Yes.
sure to hit that diddle button.
Hit the diddle little.
That's perfect. That should be a T-shirt. It should be the like thumb.
Diddle little.
And make sure to hit that diddle button.
I like it. All right, guys. See you on the next one.